Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Awesome. Looks like we're all live again. So we're here in the battle bunker at Red Bluff Battle Red Bluff Battle Report. Thank you. Sorry, it's been a long day. We've had a lot of snafu's at figuring things out. I'm going to be playing Zack here in his Space Wolves, and he brought this fantastic piece of terrain, which you got from, what was the name of the company?
Studio level terrain.
Studio level. Just beautiful, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. I brought my bugs out. This is my first time playing the bugs. Snuck a few Space Wolves out onto the table here with forward deploying option. It's just always fun for a bug army to get close to that. Now, I haven't rolled to see who goes first, but you did roll for the defender setup. We moved a couple of objectives because we're playing priority targets. So we got to move a couple of objectives around. Not much, but because they can't be placed on terrain, but we did move them into some nice areas that seemed beneficial to our deployments. Yeah, and we're going to roll to see who gets to go first here in just a bit. Secondaries we chose. I think they're already up there. But
on the screen.
Yep, that's awesome. So if you want to see, you can. But basically, I chose Scramblers, which is a standard for bugs. I chose behind enemy lines because I do have a unit of Gargoyles in reserve, 2 units of Gaunts, a Ripper squad, and 2 Lictors. So between Scramblers and behind enemy lines, those were kind of a standard. And then, of course, I took Priority Target because Priority Target is one of the easiest ones to get and hold onto in your own deployment zone. And
then I took Warrior Pride. All you have to do is make 2 charges or be in engagement range with 2 units, and that's what Space Wolves want to do anyway, so might as well take that one. So that's 3 points for every turn that happens. I took Engage because I've got some faster units from forward deploy that's already up. And then I took the mission specific, which is the, I think it was Priority Target.
Priority Target, yep.
So.
All good things, and it's going to be a bloodbath like it usually is between 2 combat type armies. I did bring a kind of a big nasty split, so the tricky part is trying to determine, looking at it because it's all painted very similar, the 2 different hive fleets. So Kronos is all the ones with guns, okay, because they get to re-roll the ones when they shoot as long as they stay stationary. The only exception to that are the Gargoyles because they're part of the Hive Tyrant's Kraken fleet, just so they're there for movement and speed. That's the only reason I took them for Kraken. But anyway, so we're all set, I think. We're going to roll on.
Do you want to do a quick little flyover of the board?
Oh, yeah. We got one more camera that we're going to play with today. Let me know when you're ready. Oh, ready. Okay, cool. So we're going to kind of get a walk over of this fantastic table and the layout. I mean, this is a beautiful piece of terrain.
You want to talk about your deployment there while you're going over it?
Oh, I flooded the zone, which bugs do. I did place the Swarm Lord next to the Flyrant for the Flyrant Bullet, and the Zoanthrope over here for Symbio Storm on the Exocrine. Standard stuff, but yeah, just to kind of flood the table.
What'd you guys lay out for the terrain there? You want to tell them real quick what you call
Oh, yeah, what's what? So we technically are going to have, this will be an obscuring piece. This is going to be an obscuring piece over here. And these 2 are obscuring as well. So we kind of have 5 corners, or 4 corners, and the centerpiece obviously is obscuring. We'll be able to play on top of it. One of the objectives is right in the middle on the top. We're counting that as a 5-inch level, even though it's like, what, 5.5 or something like that. It was close enough. So we're counting it as a 5-inch level just for this game. And I love some of these models. They're just absolutely gorgeous.
Okay. And do you have anything in reserve, John?
Yeah, I have a few things in reserve. I think you're all in. I already mentioned what I did have, but it's over here on another table. Anyway, I just wanted to walk around one more corner here, and then we can get to it. There's some beautiful stuff. The characters are all hiding back here. Well, one of them is. There's the other ones. Fun things. All right, and then a few units in reserve on the other table.
Someone said the sound is so much better.
Oh, yes. That took a lot to get worked in.
Yes.
All right, so I'm going to move the camera back to its resting position. And
which camera you want to go? This overhead or the dual?
Yeah, we can actually go for roll on the overhead. I get started on it.
And then did the secret objectives, did we want to let those be known now?
The secret
for the priority targets?
Yeah.
Look at how
I think we have to do it now.
Yeah.
That looks so better.
It does. It looks fantastic.
We're using a new, give us those. Folks, as you can see here, I can't point out, but below the purple dice tray, below the Nexus Game Store logo, we have, you can see it's turn 1,
I think it's the A's, actually.
Change.
Right?
I think we get to choose.
Mine's in my
Priority and
deployment zone.
secondary scoring listed under there, so Let us know what you think of this new scoring overlay.
You're gonna do that one?
Actually,
And I think we're going to the roll-off.
Yeah, we're talking about which ones are going to choose as our priority targets. So
Oh.
I've chosen the priority target in my deployment zone.
yeah, I'm gonna do this
And
one.
he's
right
going to
here.
take the one just outside of his deployment zone, which is a neat difference. But Space Wolves don't really like to hang back, so that works.
John, you'll be rolling out of the purple tray, correct?
Correct.
And Zach will be rolling out of the black tray?
Fantastic.
Just got you.
Yep.
You got that correct. So we're going for who wins first turn?
Yep. Here we go.
5.
4. It's
Ah.
you, sir. And now we don't get to choose, so you get to come get some.
So Zach is going first.
Yes, he is.
So at the beginning, and John, so they can hear you. Do you want to tell them why it's showing 10 victory points already?
Oh, yes, of course, because both of us are beautifully painted, I think. And his are more beautiful than mine with detail, but I got them battle ready, as so to speak, because I run battle ready brushworks. So got them on the table and colored nice, and I always loved to play against another army that's fully painted. These are just beautiful.
So Zach, what's your goal here on your first turn?
I've got a little bit of shooting, so the goal is to maybe knock down some of these bugs before they can get too close.
Sorry, I had one that was trailing back out of his squad. He's just hanging out back here all by himself.
Man, this looks so much better with this overlay than my stupid score sheet.
Hey, we live and we learn. Wait, we've been doing this for what, 22 days now?
22 days.
We got a long way to go. We got a lot that we've learned so far, and we'll continue to do as much as we can. The audio was a challenge, and I'm glad we got that one nipped.
I'm going to advance this unit of assault intercessors an extra 2.
Okay. Grab a water real quick.
And we're going to same with the battle leader. Advance the Thunderwolf Cav.
I probably put the clock off screen, but we're not really using that right now. We're just playing to play. We're both pretty good at moving. I don't think I've ever had to use a clock against you.
Nope.
We finish the games in our time.
So I get +1 to my advance, so he's going 13.
Nice.
Which he's fine right there. Okay, that's all the movement. Shooting. Because I don't have Psychic. Didn't take any Psychers this go around.
Darn.
Now, if he doesn't take Psychers, he can't take a Bore the Witch, right?
I can take a Pour the Wish if I don't have Psychers.
If he doesn't have Psychers, he can take it. If he does have Psychers, he cannot. So that gives him that option. Abhor the Witch came down, actually. So this army used to give up max Abhor Witch points every time because of the number of Psychers that Tyranids run. I'm really liking that change because Abhor the Witch now is 3 for each of the characters that dies instead of 5, which means that even with all 4 of my Psychers dead, there's still only going to be 12 points. So you don't technically get all of them anymore.
Also, really quick, banners on these guys.
Oh,
Wait, no, I didn't.
You didn't take banners?
No, I didn't take banners.
Nope.
That was one of the ones I was thinking about taking, but I decided not.
yeah,
to.
I was thinking about While We Stand with the big bugs just to try them out, but I figured I gunned off the table.
Real quick, Zach, since I'm not familiar with it myself, what is Warrior Pride as a secondary?
So Warrior Pride is the one where you have to make 2 charges or have 2 units within engagement range by the end of your turn, and then you get 3 victory points. So not gonna happen this go around, but that's fine.
You do have a unit.
Maybe.
You do have a unit that's within 9 inches here. You didn't move on this side.
No,
Yeah,
engagement
but
range.
Right.
Engagement range. He could potentially move it out and charge if he wanted to.
I'd have to get 2 though, and I don't want to move them out of that cover if I don't have to.
That's fair.
So I'm gonna suit this Invictor into this unit of Gaunts.
The Hormagaunts with the blades?
Yeah.
Or the 2? Okay, so Bladey Gaunts.
Yeah, because I think we're outside of 18 there. So
Oh,
we're
okay.
just gonna put everything into.
Yeah, it's you have
Yeah. So we're gonna put everything
Into
into that unit from that Invictor. So the
into
first
the homies.
we've got the Frag Storm, which
Yep.
is blast. So it's a automatic 3. So 3 hitting on 3s. And wounding on 3s. 2 go through.
AP value?
AP is 0.
0. So actually, I'm going to start with the ones that are in cover here. We're going to gain, so that moves us from a 6 t-shirt save to a 5. Oh, 1 saved, so 1 died.
Oh, the bug does start.
Okay, so heavy bolter. So we got heavy 3 on 3s. All of them go through, and on 3s. All of them go 3, and that's going to be -2.
That's -2, then I get no save. Is 3 of them?
3.
1, 2, 3. There we go.
And then the auto cannon, 6 shots on 3s. 2 do not go through. And on 2s.
Yep.
Woo! Only 2 go through.
Neg.
-2.
Again, just removes 2 models.
And then the
There
final.
was a time when I used to roll dice. When my custom high fleet was made, I was running a gaunt carpet and everything had 6 up invols.
And 3s. And then on this one, 5 go through at -2.
Same model? Oh my
Yep.
goodness, that guy shoots a lot of shots.
And there's 2 of them. I don't know if he's going to be in range for everything, though.
All right, so that was a nice deletion of 10 bugs.
So they're
Beautiful.
So
21.
does that trigger a leadership check at the end of the turn?
Well, and
Not-
if only it were not Tyranids.
Synapse, right?
Synapse, yeah, they're still fully within control of Synapse. All the models are at this point because the Synapse creatures are strategically placed through the deployment zone to give me that. Not to mention the fact that the Swarmlord and the Flyrant have an 18-inch bubbles of Synapse instead of the 12.
So we're
Dave
going
Jones says, I've been wanting to see how John plays his bugs here. Time to do my homework.
to do this Invictor into that unit of Gaunts.
This is my first experiment with bugs since I changed it, so don't feel bad if I make all the mistakes in the world. Bug players,
All 3 go
don't
through.
jump my guns. I still need to get 3 more Hive Guard.
Okay, that's 3 at -2.
Into this one over here?
Yep.
Okay. And this is from
This guy.
this guy?
Yep, he can shoot everything but his.
You did get the
assault
minus
D6.
fire. You did get the minus firing through here, or you fired on the angle.
I
here?
fired on the angle here.
Got it. That's clear. Okay. So 1, 2, 3.
And then. Do I still have. So now I've got the -1.
All yeah. Well, okay. So how it works is all shooting from the model happens. Line of sights are drawn before I start pulling models. So now that I've started pulling models, it's not really going to matter
Okay.
because the line of sight was drawn when the model first started shooting.
Okay.
So it was still technically viable. So you don't get the -1s just because there was a legal target.
Well, that's fine because I've dropped 3. And on 2s, dropped 1. So 2 go through at -2.
Okay. 2 more down.
And
I find it cute how you're killing the shooting or the combat gaunts first, or combat ones first.
and 3 there at
3?
-2.
All right, almost wiped that unit. Down to 3 in that unit. Little tiny unit of gaunts there.
I think I'm just outside.
This is
18
kind of
on
like
that
the Tau
one.
doing combat. Space Wolf's doing some shooting.
Yeah, they had guns. Well, they need them. They need to even the odds. And truly, the way Space Wolves play, they're not just a run at you and swing army. They actually have guns, and a few of them are pretty decent. The idea is to clear the chaff so he can get to the nice, soft interior that he wants to get to with his combat units.
2 go through at -2.
Same unit
No, we're going into the shooties.
into the shooties. So 2.
Yep.
Okay.
So, John, while he's shooting at you,
Uh-huh.
do you want to describe for like newer players like myself how even though you're a big flyer, there's above the terrain, how it still works being bigger?
So I modeled it to be the same as the rest of my flyers, just for aesthetics. I had an old Tyranid army I did that with, and some of them were really high just because we used to play a lot of Apocalypse games.
Really quick, I'm not going to overcharge his plasma.
Okay, sounds good. Firing into the same unit?
Yep.
Okay. But because the model has less than 18 wounds, and we just declared this terrain as obscuring to begin with, so any model that has less than 18 wounds can effectively hide behind that obscuring terrain unless it's touching it, and it's just off. Both these guys are just off, so they're not open. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So that's how we made that work.
2 go through at -4.
Here.
Yep. And then the last gun, same unit.
He's getting some pretty good shooting down.
Yeah. I'm going to try and take care of the ones that are dealing with my carpet. hopefully in the first turn or two. He set up a pretty good counter charge here in case I decide to come in and kill this guy. But
And we've got 5 at -2. In
same,
that same unit.
same unit.
Yep.
5 it is.
That's all she wrote for shooting.
Fantastic.
No combat. So I'm going to have, let's see, 3 for priority targets and 2 for engage.
Sounds good.
Okay, hold on. So you have, hold on. So this is the end of your turn?
Yeah, we're gonna end.
You have, bear with me folks, this is the first time using
No,
this.
you're good.
We are going to, so you got nothing on primary, right?
Primary scored second turn.
So you got, you got 3 for engage on all fronts, you said?
2 for engage.
2. He got into 3/4. Yep.
And 3 for the priority target, the mission specific.
Okay, so we'll say that. So at the end of, come on. So right here, see this? So at the end of Spaceful's turn 1, he's got a total of 15 to John's 10. So
There we go.
John, you get nothing at the beginning of your turn, correct?
Of course, that's where we're gonna start.
So what's your goal this turn, John?
Well, we're gonna push. I have to deal with these models that are causing my horde some danger. So I am going to be pushing out, probably put my flyer into that one. It does have the adaptive physiology to be able to have monstrous damage, doing 4 flat damage with the claws. That's really, really effective. I'll probably have to overrun away to get clear of his counter charge if I kill it. If I don't kill it, then I'm going to be in trouble. So I'm kind of probably going to double down there. I also need to maneuver to either midfield for a scrambler, or I don't think I can get far enough for midfield scrambler, but I need to maneuver enough to where I can get ready for behind enemy lines next turn, which is going to be a challenge as it goes. And then I really do like being able to move this guy out after he was where he was and put some hurt down range, and we'll try and eliminate his big gun as well.
So Zach, how'd you feel your shooting went? Pretty well?
Oh, the shooting went well. I mean, you're shooting into a bug, so for the most part, they're pretty easy to kill, but still, that's his OBSEC, and if I can knock out his OBSEC, then I've got 5 units of OBSEC.
Very, very good point.
And
All right,
Zach,
so
when you say OBSEC, for some people might not know what's OBSEC.
So objective secured. So if I've got
I'm going to advance to the G Steelers.
if I've got just one Redemptor Dread on an objective, and he's got, or say I've got the Redemptor Dread and the Invictor Tactical Warsuit both on this, and he has one Gaunt on this, he gets the objective even though I've got 2 models on it.
Because I know in some things we just throw around terms, and then some people are just like, what's that mean?
Well, it's better to ask and know.
So
Wanna
John's
breathe it?
coming out with the bugs.
Of course. G Steelers are a shock unit for the Tyranids, so they try and get up in the face early. We're going to try and get into this unit. I'm going to run over here with the Broodlord, heading the same direction. Yep, he's going to move as well. Going to have a fancy maneuver there of, let's see.
And we got John some fancy new dice to play with.
Yeah, I've been running on
So
those.
we got the Judge dice.
Hormagaunts are going to huff the field, it looks like. They're just going to run. Everything's just kind of running today. The judge says they're running 6, so they're going to move their fancy 8 plus 6, which is 14. Come on up the field length. All right. This unit's just going to... I'm going to maneuver them up just enough where I can get some fire power. They're just going to move 6 inches, and they're going to help support that combat that we'll have here in just a moment. Staying within Synapse. The other Hormagaunt unit's going to run. Only the one. Oh, I'm running with Kraken. My bad. Should be rolling 3 dice. Taking the highest, so it's a 3. I keep forgetting that. This is a Kraken unit. So 8 plus 3 is 11. You know what? I'm going to use... I think I'm going to use this Gaunt unit. Instead of shooting, we're just going to use them as a backfield. We'll use them as the backfield scrambler, and we'll run with this unit instead.
Yeah. And guys, just to let you know,
That's only a single, because that's a Chronos unit.
CP does show 0 for both. I'm not tracking their CP right now. I'm going to try that.
Oh,
the
I
next
started
time.
with 8, and you started with 6?
6. So
Okay.
I didn't use any CP last turn, so I've got 7. And then this is my CP tracker right here.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Next time, once I have a little more experience running their app in the background, we will try and
Keep track of it.
their
Yeah,
CPU.
but
But we got to do incremental steps.
that's how it goes. Come on.
Yeah. Well,
Moving bugs.
Brandon's texting me from the thing saying, because like I guess on his phone the chat covers up this part down here, so we may have to think about that next time.
Got it.
To adjust that.
I'm going to move the Zonthrop around, just like the back of the wall here. The gargoyles are going to make an advance as well.
Are you scared of the bugs, Space Wolves?
Does Kraken get... So I haven't used Kraken in a while. I just want to see if Kraken actually gets the running... Whether it flies or not, doesn't matter. It's just their stratagem you can't use with fly. So 5 plus the 12 is going to put them firmly at... 12 and 5 is going to put them firmly at 17. I'm just going to do that in a little formation. I'm going to get these guys up on this top of this thing. Up we go. Flying away. All right, so, oh, I missed one. I had under the wing there. So we're going to maneuver the Flyrant, and he has a 16-inch movement because he's unwounded and fly, so we're just going to go right on over the top of this. Would you take a look down straight down there, Zach? I'm going to try and move that center of the base. About right?
Right there.
Okay.
Is that his real name, Flyrant, or is that just a nickname?
It's a flying hive tyrant, and Flyrant is a nickname that we use, and this one's armed with combat, so he's going to try and get in and play some fun stuff. My Warlord is actually the, if I recall, the Broodlord? Did I take the Broodlord?
I think the Broodlord was...
Broodlord is the Warlord.
Well,
So, we're going to maneuver...
Which I contemplated taking cut off the head because I knew that he was going to get into combat quick, but...
Yeah, that was... it's not bad, but if that's the case... you can choose at the beginning. After secondaries are chosen, I can choose deployment and then pay command points to put him in reserve, which knocks that. That's why cut off the head I don't think is a very good secondary, just in general. I think I'm actually going to play the Swarm mode a little safe at first. We're going to keep him, actually we're going to keep him there.
tomorrow night we got another Space Wolves battle, Space Wolves and Custodies.
Yeah?
Yeah, this is the house of the wolf, it seems like. Okay, so we're going to go into Psychic, and there's a couple that are pretty key that I have to make sure I get off. So I'm going to start with the one I really need. Do you have deny abilities?
Yes.
All right, so we're going to start with... he didn't run, but I am going to do Catalyst on himself, so in case he does take any damage, he gets to heal. Or not heal, but feel no pain on a 5+. And that goes off on a 6. So here we go. I rolled a 4. That was a fail, so no deny needed. His second one will be Smite, because it's right there. I'm going to go Smite. For the first Smite is 5. It's a 6.
And what are you smiting to?
The closest model to it, which is this Invictor Warsuit. So D3 Mortal Wounds is going to be 2. Yep.
Do Invictor Warsuits explode?
Yes.
Yep.
But they do not get the -1 damage like a Dreadnought does.
Correct. So we're going to do Psychic Scream into your units in the building here.
And what's that one do again?
That's the D3 Mortal Wounds. If you're a Psyker, you lose a spell if it goes off and does damage.
He's got Smite as well, correct?
Yeah, I'm going to try and do 2, but the first one did go off on an 8.
I'm
trying to put some Mortal Wounds into that unit ahead of time. This is the lesser Smite, so to speak. I believe I actually have to check leadership too, I think. Roll 3 dice against leadership, if I recall.
The leadership is to take away psychic power.
That's what it is. Okay. It's been so long since I've used these guys, I don't even remember
all
all of this.
Are you contemplating to use your deny here on the Smite, Zach?
I am.
Look at the intense look of concentration.
Onslaught.
They can't see that right now.
I'm reading. Okay, yes. The concentration, I'm reading. Yeah, Psychic Scream. Warp charge value 5, manifested nearby. Nearest enemy unit with 18 inches suffers D3 mortal wounds. In addition, if it's a Psyker, you roll 2 dice and results higher than take away psychic power. So it's D3 mortal wounds. It's going to go off. We already got there.
No, I'm not going to try it.
No. Okay, so D3 mortal wounds going into the unit. It's going to be 1. Beautiful. Perfect. Okay, so the next one's going to be Smite, and this one needs a 6 now because I've already done one this turn. I only got a 4. It's another deny.
Now I regret not
So,
trying.
no, I'm not. The good ones are still yet to come. I have to do. I'm going to use the Neurothroat back here to cast Symbiostorm on this Exocrine back here, which is the exploding 6s. That's one you probably want to get knocked off. It does go off on an 8.
Yeah, we'll spend the CP to try that one.
All right, sounds
We're going
good.
for the 9.
So, and for the viewers, Space Wolves have a stratagem which allows. Actually, no, they can't do that one. They have to be within a certain distance.
24 inches, and I'm back here. So I
Yep.
waited to the back guy to use him last.
Yep. Nope. So I can't do it.
Okay, so Symbiostorm goes off. I'll be exploding 6s on the Exocrine. And then I think the last one to cast is going to be this one. And he's going to do. We're going to do Onslaught. We're going to do Onslaught into this. Don't need to do that one? No, we'll just let it sit. We don't need to do any more psychic powers. Nobody needs to blow their head up. We do have one unit scrambling here, so just put a little red marker by them. They're going to scramble instead of shooting this turn. Okay, so I have a couple of stratagems I want to use beginning of the shooting phase. So I have 8 command points. I'm going to start playing with a couple of them. First one is going to be the one that allows the Exocrine to move and still fire. If I recall, that's called Symbiotic Devastation. Start of your shooting phase, select one Exocrine unit from your army. Until the end of that phase, it is counted as not having moved in your movement phase. So I'm down to 7 command points, but now he gets the benefits of re-rolling 1s. And because it remains stationary, it can now fire the overhead cannon twice, just like as if it stayed still. So check the range. I should still be within 36 to this guy.
Yep. You're good.
So we're going to try and hit the cannon with the cannon. Now I know it's a dreadnought, right? So it gets
Correct.
-1 to damage.
Correct.
So I think I'm actually going to spend 2 command points more. We're going to go down to 5, and we're going to use something called, where's it at? Oh, it's the...
Chewing through the command points.
I have to. Pathogenic Slime. Tiered monster at the start of your shooting phase. Select 1. Increase the damage of its attacks by 1 for this phase. So it's going to fire 12 shots. 3, 6, 9,
Oh, he's
12.
coming with the new dice, too.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, let's get
So, and we're looking for judges. We want 6s. So here we go. And you're going to fire that one first to try and see if I can get a dreadnought down. All right. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 6s. So we're going to add 4 to it.
judges.
Re-rolling. Hold on. I got a couple 1s there, too. So we got to re-roll a couple of 1s. Nope. So there were 2 misses there. It does hit on 3s, but we're going to add 4 hits to it. And then we roll for the wounds.
Could this be trouble for the
This is only strength 7. The Redemptor's tough 7.
Yep.
So it is wounding on 4s. But here we go. There's a lot of low rolling there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. -3 saves.
So 6 ups.
Yep. Each one is going to do 2 damage because you have that fancy thing.
Okay, and so that is going to be 10 damage.
10 damage is good.
How many wounds does he have?
13.
13. So he's down to 3.
That's a good salvo.
Yeah, because that brackets him.
Yep.
So good use of command points there.
Not bad. Was hoping to get a little more.
He was hoping for an explosion.
I was. And I'm going to have to put the Hive Guard into it to finish it. So we're going to go with the Hive Guard, who remains stationary as well. That's 6 shots into the same target because I really need it to go away.
Now, do Hive Guard suffer the -1 for
So-
going through dents?
Hive Guard will suffer the -1 for going through dents, but the dents is here, and I'm drawing a line of sight
Yep.
away from it.
So he doesn't have to worry
So,
about
but
that.
I am ignoring line of sight
Okay.
entirely.
No, I didn't know if those 2 trees there in front of you.
No, it was this piece and
Okay.
these pieces were the
Gotcha.
dents. We counted them at the beginning. The rest, these were obscuring pieces. We
Gotcha.
counted. So we have the 2 midfield dent zones, which is pretty standard for tournament level. Anyway, we're going to fire the 3 Hive Guard into that same dreadnought. We're going to try and take him down. Re-rolling 1s. I didn't get any 1s, but I still hit on 3s, which is not bad. And then it's strength 8, so these ones will be wounding on 3s. Only 2 wounds, though. These are only -2.
So, I keep doing this when I come here. I keep dropping dice. Okay, both go through.
All right, so D3 damage apiece, and subtract 1, right?
Yep.
So that's going to be 2 and 1, so grand total of 3 damage.
And that does it. Let's see.
Does he explode?
Nope.
Or Redemptor Dreadnought?
I'm used to that.
He's so young.
The Redemptor is usually one of the first things to go.
It's pretty scary. It has to die. Dreadnoughts in general just kind of have to do that. So the next step is going to be, I think that's all my shooting. I could fire with that unit if they have any range. There's 4 of them, it looks like. That's 4 little bugs. So they ran. They're going to get 5s. Oh, there's a hit. Shooting. No wound. It's only strength 4. Yeah, well, I mean, it's in gaunt fire. And then this unit is going to fire into this unit in the building here. And they ran, of course, as well. So they're 12 inches back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
That's so cool looking in the building like that.
And no re-rolling of 1s now because these guys did run, so I need 5s. There's only 3 hits. Those are some pretty cool shots. I mean, this terrain is amazing. And 5s, or 4s, I mean, there's only 1 wound there. You get a regular armor save. Cover and all benefit to you.
So it was negative what?
Nothing.
So
Just a flesh spore.
So a 2 up.
A boring beetle, yep. And you rolled the 1. Well, this game's off to a good start. There we go. All right, so we're going to try and pick on...
Is there anything as a curse of new terrain? No, I'm just kidding.
No. Curse of new terrain here. We're just causing it. This is pretty much an auto charge for the Gene Stealer, so I don't have to worry too much about that. But this one I need to make happen. Now, he does get +1 to the charge for the adrenal glands, so he still needs to roll double 1s to make it. It's only 3 inches away. So here we go. And he's there. So we're just going to slightly engage this direction to the 1 inch. The other charge I'm going to declare is going to be this Gene Stealer brood. We're going to try and finish off these guys in the building here. Try and take some stuff out of the center objective.
Could it be that big flying thing is afraid of those wolves?
They make short work of him. His invulnerable save is a 4 up, but it's still, they make short work of him. So charging here into the center with the Gene Stealers. They're definitely in there. So we're just going to... It also gets to reroll 1s on the hit, and it's hitting on 2s. Beginning of the fight phase, I'm going to choose to spend 1 more. So here we go. There's a 1. I'll get to reroll that because of the Scything Talons.
You got 7, right, Zach?
Those are all
Correct.
hits. And it is T7.
Correct.
Sorry, John.
I am down to 4. All kinds of fun stuff early. Rendering a roster. He has... Because he's not within 3 inches of an enemy unit. He gets to attack, do that kind of thing, jump out, and then overrun in fight phase, and it's not within 3 inches of an enemy unit. Instead of consolidating, that unit can move and advance as if it were your movement phase in any direction.
So he's going to run.
Oh,
He's going to
hold
run
on.
back.
Yeah, he's going to run somewhere. He's going to move 12 plus 2. Sorry, I'm sorry, 16 plus 2, so it's going to be
So I have a question,
18.
Zach, with your Space Wolf's heroic intervention, does that work if they're on a second level? He can heroically intervene up.
As long, well, not the 3 inches.
But-
I'd have to pop a strap because you have to make that ability. Well,
But a character could be 6, right?
right. Well, no, everybody ends up being 6 if I pop the strap.
The next combat is going to be into this unit. We got the whole unit in there. It was 11 guys, which means they're going to have 4 attacks apiece. So it's 44 attacks. We're going to start with the first 30.
What are they hit and wound on?
They hit on 2s because the Broodlord's within 6.
Mm-hmm.
No rerolls at all. And they wound on 4s, and any 6s rend, which go through armor at -3. So you'll get a 6 instead of a 3-up armor from the rend. So they're normally naturally -1, but they go to -3 when they rend. So this will be the first 30, this first brick, so this is the first 36.
Oh, we're coming in hot.
Yeah, Gene Stealers. They really don't do much, as you'll see. Watch. So 36. Missed only the 1s.
See, the dice tray cubes are a little smaller, but this looks way better.
Yeah.
Sorry, I think.
Yeah, I think it was a very good play. Only missed 4 there, so 36 plus 4 will get me to 40. So I'm going to need 4 more dice. So these are all the hits. I'll just set those aside.
I remember the first time I played John against his bikes, he like swarmed my Terminators with those.
You did table me though.
No, the first time.
Oh, when we played the incursion level,
Yeah.
a little tiny. Yeah, at 1,000 points, I had 75 models, and he was just like, ah! And he played Terminators, and it's just the number of models he couldn't kill enough.
Yeah.
So here we go. Wounds, or these are the other ones, and misses on ones. These are the remaining hits. All right, so we're gonna add 5 to this brick. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 judge dice. Now these are the wounds, again, wounding on 4s. You know, if you like throwing handfuls of dice, play bugs. That's one of those. You also have to enjoy painting because it's very tedious. Or pay somebody to do it. So 4s, I'll pull out the Wrens here. So it looks like we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Wrens out of the whole deal. And then there's quite a few misses. So I'll pick those all out. That was a miss.
So there's 5 at -3?
Yes. Go ahead and take those because I didn't.
They all go through.
Okay, so they're single damage.
Okay, so that takes out 3.
And then the remaining.
Mine only takes out 2, right?
No, one's already got
One's
one.
already wounded from the
Gotcha.
smite, or from the psychic scream. 2,
That's right.
4, 6, 8, 10, 11 more at -1. So 11 more on the 4+.
Yeah, that does it. So the unit.
Got the unit?
Yep.
Closest enemy unit
That's kind
is...
of hard to get them out of there, huh, Zack?
Yep.
Yeah.
So, steady.
I got
Jenga.
Jenga. Yep. We'll pull them clear, and that, as they say, is that. I'm up on top of the objective. Come here. There you go. And there's you guys, sir. We'll just do a shuffle to goodness here.
The YouTube stream.
So they're going to all just end up in the cover for the T-shirt save to be slightly improved, which their invul save does anyway. I want to make sure I'm within 3 of these 2 units on my consolidate. We're still good there. Okay. And that will be me. Turn 1.
Give me one thing. I'm gonna find your comment, and then I'll add up your score here. Okay. So at the end of your turn 1, what do you get, John?
So at the end of the turn 1, I got the first scrambler on the ticket. I do hold the 3 points for having my priority objective in the backfield. And that
Okay,
is
hold on,
all
so-
at the top of my turn, or at the bottom of my turn.
So player 1. So behind enemy lines, nothing.
No, that doesn't happen until next turn.
Deploy scramblers, nothing. And priority target is
Yeah, nothing on the scramblers until the end, but I got the first scramble down here in my deployment zone. So
priority targets.
priority targets, I got 3 points. For,
Okay. Someone just said the YouTube stream went down, so I gotta check with that too. Okay, and so we'll see that. So at the bottom of both of round 1, John's on 13, Zack's on 15. So it is now. Give me 1 second.
top of 2, I'm just gonna take
How
a,
many? So you're gonna go up to 8, right, Zack?
Yep. I'll be up at 8. I score 10, hold 1, hold 2.
that reminds
and-
me. I gained a command point at the beginning of the turn, so I actually have 5, not 4.
Yeah.
I forgot all about that. So.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, no big deal.
So give me 1 second here. So okay, so Zack, you are player 2. You go up to on turn 2. How much priority do you have?
I've got 10 points for primary.
He holds 2.
Okay. Now how do I fix this here? Well, this is player 1, turn 2.
Yep.
See, let's see if that looks right now. Guys, like I said, I'm new to this app here, so just give me. Yep, so it shows. No. Hold on, I gotta fix that.
No problem. You deal with the technical part, man. You're the expert. Just takes a little bit of time to figure it all out.
Zack is on turn 2. John still shows on turn 1, so that means we're at the top of 2.
Correct.
And Zack has 8 command points, and John has 4.
Okay. Well,
So we'll have to deal with that.
any plans for that, Zach? Do you think you want to drop the salt this turn, or do you want to wait?
I'm probably gonna wait.
Okay, because I still have reserves to pull in too.
Mm-hmm.
And these guys are just bearing down beautifully. This side is a lot heavier with the wolves.
While he's moving those wolves, John, do you want to show off your couple of your battle-ready armies right there while he's doing that?
Yeah, next week, actually, we're going to do a quick preview. We've been working with, obviously, our shelving and storage here, but we're going to be doing the Imperial Guard versus the Death Guard. And we have some more models to add to the Death Guard. Here's the Death Guard here, but...
Morty's coming in hot.
Oh, yeah, Morty's... if you're following me on Battle Ready Brushworks, you'll see it as it progresses and finishes, and it'll reach this color scheme right here, which will match very nice. And there's a few more additional characters, and I think we got some the Blight Terminators, or what are they?
And we're building a few more armies. We're going to have some Harlequins.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's next. We also have Necrons in the works still.
Yes.
So those are all ones that are in process as we speak.
With the Nightbringer.
Yes, yeah. That's specifically for the Custodes player after last week.
Yep.
Yeah. No, I'm just joking. But you know who you are.
So it's kind of difficult to move the incursors, but they can make that 6-inch move and
Perfectly
basically
fine.
be within
Yeah.
an inch.
So they're going to make the move. Just you can place them up top and say they're on the bottom.
Okay.
That's simple enough just for the stream if you'd like. You know, yeah, that works.
Well, actually, they can just go after them too.
It is a wonderful piece of terrain, but it does require, you got to stay just outside of an inch, right?
Yep.
Beautiful. Coming in hot. He's going to get some points on the charges this turn. That's for sure.
So that's something I have to check out with.
Find out what's going on with the YouTube thing.
Yeah.
You know, we are streaming dually through 2 different platforms, so that's just a tough thing. We're doing it out of the bunker here, which is not.
Wait, what's going on?
Anyway, continue on, sir. We're having a fantastic game. It looks beautiful. Johnny, is there a way I could have you do the layover to switch to multiple shots or multiple angles?
We're gonna advance these guys.
Sounds good. Come on in. The water's just fine. Oh, they fit this terrain just so wonderfully, man. They look great.
Yeah, there we go. There's the multiple angles. Now you got Zack and John in all their glory playing there.
Having a blast at this.
Okay.
So he had a little bit of position snafu we had to do with rework with the wolves, because you got to make sure if the unit's over 5 models,
Yeah,
they
it's
have
gotta
to
be
maintain that coherency of
2
within
inches
2
of 2
models.
inches.
Yep.
Or 2 inches of 2. So that's movement. No psychic. Actually,
All the fun things.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. See the scores right there, too? Look
Oh,
Actually, I
beautiful.
pushed him a little back because he was at about an 8-inch charge.
Correct. That's fine.
Let's see. Okay, so shooting.
All the guns.
You want to stay on this one?
I'm just trying to figure it
No,
out.
you can switch back over now. We were just doing that. I just wanted to keep it there when we're doing some of that. If we switch back and forth, it just shows a little more of the interaction, the game room. The scores look really clear, so they're easy to see. I don't know. dice boxes are still there too, so you can still see all the rolling, and the game continues.
We're gonna start 10 shots with the incursors into the Gene
Oh,
Steelers down there.
nice. Good deal. Good deal.
So 3s. Drop.
One thing you'll notice
3.
on Zack's side, he has some dice. On
And-
John's side, you see 2 piles of dice.
Piles. Yeah.
4s.
The brick and the not brick.
And 3 go through.
3 it is. Now 3 of the Gene Stealers still in cover, so they're going to go from a 5 up to a 4 up.
And that's actually, no, you can't
Negative.
take cover saves against.
Oh, you're
incursors.
using the those guys.
Yeah,
okay.
so those are incursors.
So it's going on the invul saves only, which is a 5 up, which is their lightning reflexes. So here we go. I did deny 1 to go through, so I'll lose 2 models. Nice, expensive 15-point models that die with 1 shot.
Dave Jones is asking, hey Johnny B, why are you keeping your guard army in the bunker?
Because this is where I play, sir. I don't have a lot of time to play anyplace else at this time. And storage space. He's got lots of it. Those are the reasons. The army stays in the bunker for now. It's just a good place to keep it. This is where the battle reports are going to go. We have a plan for next week. So, you know, no reason to continue working on it. They're pretty much done. A couple of them need a little touch up, but
5 shots with these pistols into those guys.
yep, fire away.
And 3 go through.
And you're in
Tactical.
tactical this turn, so the pistols are still standard, right? But it's heavy intercessor pistols, so they're -1.
Right.
So 3
Yep, 3.
seems good. We'll just pull. Let's see. We'll pull. Actually, we're gonna pull the front 3. That's fine. I'm pulling to try and mitigate some charging options. Not huge, but something. And there's old Tanky Danky himself.
Yeah, but he's bracketed, so he's. Oh no,
He's not bracketed.
That's not the bracket.
He's
You killed-
unaffected.
you killed
I
that
made
one.
sure to kill the other one. I had to put a little more into him than I wanted, and now this one's coming into the kill zone, so he's going to have to put some damage downwind. I think you should be having to deal with Exocrine pretty good. You want to make sure this guy dies.
So John, just
Or he's
on a
gonna have-
rules question, looking at this new piece of terrain, can these guys come up and over and down, or is that
Correct. That's actually how the Gene Stealers declared their charge, and because they were vertically within 5 inches of the unit that was in the building here, it's the same level as being engaged in combat. They rolled it, I believe it was an 8 for a charge, so they were able to get plenty of movement up and in to get there. That's perfectly fine, and that's a coherent level. So your unit, a model here is coherency with the model on the bottom.
All of his shots are going to go into those gaunts right there.
So you're going to go for gaunt wiping.
Yep.
Okie dokie. Yeah,
Well-
keep them. They're on an objective, so it denies me primary points. I like it.
is?
No, I see he's playing the anti-primary game, which is good because bugs usually do primary early and don't hold it very well late. But that's why I'm playing a different list this time, and we'll see how it works out.
Okay, all 3 go through at -1.
So,
I gotta find out.
3 and. Okay, all 3 of the next gun go through. Everything's just going into them at -1.
I figured as much. Just keep it hot. Keep going. -1.
Yeah, so 3 more at -1. Ugh. And 2 more at -1.
2 more. We'll pull those 2. Enough to get the last 3.
Maybe.
Rolling the ones.
Ugh. I'm gonna re-roll 1. Nope. You got 1 left.
So 2 more die.
Yep.
All right, that lone gaunt is going to
So you're down to
stand.
7?
Yep, down to 7.
My lone gaunt is going to stand there and hold that objective unless you shoot it with something else.
So Zack spent a command point on a reroll, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
And then these 5-volt pistols into those guys.
Oh yeah, you got to deal with that 3 unit. That unit's probably problematic a little bit.
So they're going through the dents, so it's going to be +1. So 4s. And I think it's
Should be
4s.
winning on 3s.
2 go through.
2.
-1.
Okay. 1 left, standing there too.
I don't think they're within 6. Nope, just outside. All right, well, here's what we do best.
Fight.
Yep.
Fight.
Charge. Hopefully. We'll start with the Invictor into
Gene Stealer unit.
Gene Stealers.
Seems good.
He needs probably, what, 4? Yeah. Actually, 3.
3. Yep, you're 4 inches away. Here it is.
And then we'll do the Incursors, which are actually on the bottom floor.
Yep, they're going to go into the Gene Stealers as well.
And they should only need like a 2.
Yep, they're there.
They got a 6.
We already know they're on the bottom. You can move them over and still hold that fancy objective. That should be
Now I have a
enough to...
question. Does he even need to charge with those since he can heroically intervene?
He can't heroically intervene during his turn. Heroic intervention is something that happens in your opponent's charge
Gotcha.
phase, so he does have to actually make the charges during his own turn. This was a hurt right here. You really needed to clear that last
Yes,
gaunt
they did.
to deny me those points.
I need 7 inches. So it's an 8-inch charge, but he gets +1. So I need 7 inches for
Going into the gaunts from the...
going into the guns.
Yes, sir.
7.
There it is. Right on the mark.
And
So now on his Warrior Pride, does that mean he gets his 3 points right now?
Yes, even just by making the charge successfully with 2 units, then he gets it. Now he's actually going to do... He's done it with 3 different units so far. Even if he fails with the wolves, I doubt he will. The wolves are going both or 1 or...
is it 7? If it's 7 on both, I'll do. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 7. It's just outside of 8.
Yeah, so it's 7 on both. So yeah, we'll
Do them both?
we'll go into both.
Okay.
I should have popped the 2 CP. Whatever.
Command reroll for the charge.
Yeah, we'll command reroll for that.
There was one
8.
There it is. Yeah, it's a pretty average. 7's a pretty doable charge, and when you're rolling average dice, doing what Space Wolves need to do,
So
which
you're
is
going
get
down to
engaged
6
in
there?
combat. Yeah,
Yep.
he lost another one. So he's almost caught up to me. I'm at 5. So
I thought you were 4.
no.
You were
I
down to
gained,
3.
but I gained. No, I was down to
3.
3. Then I am at 4. Yep, gained 1. You're right. Because I overrun. Thank you, sir.
And
See, keeping track of it all.
we're about 8 there. We're just inside of 9. So let's see if we make that last charge, the Assault Intercessors into those guns.
Seems good.
8.
He got what he needed. Space was coming in hot.
Yep.
Yeah, that worries me. At some point, that means that something bad's going to happen.
When all of them make their
Yes.
charges. Well, they're not White Scars. It's not the first model to the fray. You know what I mean? It's all of us. Get
So I'm
there.
going to give you your 3 for Warrior Pride, right? Because you made the.
Yeah, there's no way to stop that. He also still has a unit here, which I'm not going to be able to do anything about at the end of his turn, which means he has his priority objective as well. What else are we? And you got your 10 points at the beginning.
Yeah, we'll double check this right at the end of this. I'm just getting
Okay.
those 3.
So we're going to start with the Thunderwolf Cav here.
Looks good.
And we're going to put these 4 into the gargoyles.
Okay.
Yeah.
And those are the axes and 1 hammer.
Axes and 1 hammer. So 1 axe, 2 axe.
So, John, as he's coming up, he had 10 for primary on the beginning of his turn tree, correct?
Correct.
Okay, good.
So we're going to start with the 3 axes.
Yeah,
And we're hitting on
the middle
twos.
was denied at the time.
And I get rerolls for the Wolf Lord. Okay, they all go through.
Mm-hmm.
And what's their toughness?
3.
So 2s, because they're toughness 4 plus 2 for the axes.
Correct. They're flying gaunts.
Is there going to be some blood splatter on their windshield?
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Guys,
Hey, look at that. How many models are on the roof?
the
Oh, it's like
trying
7.
to hangs off his axe.
Whoop. I do like that for the large coat hanger flying stands that I made. You can just scoop them off like wine glasses.
And then the hammer on 3s and 2s. That's 3 more.
And that's the unit.
And they're just going to consolidate this way.
Chaff just dies. Go figure.
Okay, we'll do the next axe into the other gaunts on 2s. Rerolling. All of them go through. And 3s. Okay, they all go through. Actually on 2s, but they all go through.
How many?
him, 3 into these guys.
3 into those guys.
And then we'll just finish out his teeth and claws. I remembered it this time.
Yeah, the wolves, they have attacks. So
Two's
it's this
rerolling.
model here. Gonna go
Yeah,
here.
so I already did his axe attacks into them, so now
Okay.
I'm doing his wolf attacks just to
Yep,
finish
yep.
him off before moving.
There we go. I was wondering if you're gonna remember that this time.
So 3 go through.
Should have reminded you.
And 3s, and 3 more go through.
Negative anything?
I think -2.
Negative anything, it's gonna kill him.
Yep, -2.
So 3 more down.
Look at how he just picks up those bugs. Put them down, pick them up.
Hey, that's the other thing. You play orcs or Tyranids or any of the Horde armies, you have to be okay with your models just dying in droves because I fielded over 150 of them again.
And then
You know what I
5
mean?
5 attacks from the wolf.
We have
lord.
reserves. There are more.
Oh, shoot.
What'd you miss?
So in the command phase, I was supposed to chapter master himself to let himself reroll.
Perfectly fine.
Okay.
Yeah, he didn't have anybody else within. Well, he did, but if you wanted to do it to himself, that's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
A lot of the times with a heroic character like that, where he's slamming into things and killing things, that's what he wants.
Yeah. Well, he's a space wolf smash captain.
Yep, yep.
Four go through.
There's 4 guys left. That will wipe
Oh,
them.
his wolf didn't even get to do anything.
No glory for the wolf, glory for the rider.
John, that was a perfect opportunity for you to be that guy and say no to the rerolls. You could have been that guy.
No that guys in this room. They're not allowed in this bunker.
And then
You must pass a that guy quiz to be able to make it into the bunker. And not be that guy.
Joe Font says the board looks great.
Thanks, Joe.
We appreciate it, man. Sorry, I was supposed to meet up with him last night for a game, and stuff happened in my life. Didn't quite make it. And then today I was like, oh, yeah, I'm heading down to Red Bluff early. Take my son to the skateboard park. Come on down. I'll play a game with you early. He's like, I've got my kids. So I'm like, okay, I know how that goes. So we'll get caught up on another tag, Joe.
Okay, so 21 attacks from them. They get 3 base plus 1.
There's a bit into the
Or
Gaunts.
sorry. Yep.
You're killing Gaunts? Seems like a plan. A good plan.
So 21 hitting on 2s. And 5 1s. And wounding on 3s.
Are you within 6 inches for ones? Rerolling ones?
I think I'm just out.
Oh.
Right?
Hold on.
John's
It looked pretty
checking,
close.
Doing a measure.
Yeah, you're within 6. Oh, you reroll the ones. Those 5 ones. Not while you're in the presence of the Lord. No.
4 5s and a 4.
There it is.
That was a good turn for
Well, I mean, that's the
3.
point. That's how you want to move your character centrally located to provide your auras to your guys around you. And because it's still a captain, the captain provides that natural aura of reroll ones to hit. Space Marines and
I think I
fancy
pulled-
shenanigans.
I think I pulled a 3, but that's fine. 15 go through at -1.
Yeah, that's awesome. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10,
So you say 2
12,
big piles for him, but honestly, with Space
14.
Wolves, you get you get some big piles too.
15. Yay. Down to 5.
John's just piling it off over here.
They're being reabsorbed to the mothership.
It's
That's
funny
what's-
that they're going on a tyranny table.
Yeah, I'm putting them right back in the Tyranid planet. It's like they're being sucked back up into the Hive Fleet. See, we don't care. That's the whole thing. As far as the lore goes, as far as bugs go, when they devour a planet, so this planet's been sought out to be devoured. It's one of the outlying planets that's still left after Fenris got kind of smushied by Magnus.
3.
Anyway, so
Well, it's still around. He just damaged the Fang.
I'm just saying, in general, this is true. Okay, so I'm not going to argue with the Space Wolf on that one. You have your pride still. Give it to you. But here come the Tyranids. So Tyranids, what they do is they don't care about their
16
losses,
from them.
because as long as their losses can get them the overall victory, it's all biomass in the end, which means it gets reabsorbed and made into more Tyranids for the fleet. Gene Stealers? Is that what we're having?
Yep.
All right.
So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 at -1.
All right, 5s. There's a couple in there. 1, 2, 3, 4 get killed. We got a lot of invul saves there. It's pretty hot. 4 die. That's pretty good. That was actually way above average as far as invul saves go.
And then 5 from the Invictor. All of them go through, and that should be on 2s. And all of them go through.
So 5?
5 at -3.
Yeah. Well, the neg.
Yeah.
I'm just running on invols. But that's 5. That's going to kill the unit. I believe it's the last 5. There are exactly 5 left. Good job. He cleared the middle of the board. The shock troops have been shocked. Shockingly. Sorry for my punny jokes. It's part of being a dad.
Move him up.
We'll allow it. Beautiful, Johnny. Thank you.
So these guys are going to end up...
Well, they were on the bottom level anyway, right?
Right. I'm just moving them... Well, because I'm assuming... I'm making an assumption that you're going to end up charging with your brood lord. So if you do, they're just going to heroically intervene.
So you're setting them up for a counter charge.
Yeah.
I got you.
So, we can leave them up there. Though.
Yeah, we know they're on the bottom floor still. They're holding the objective. We got that under control.
I think that is...
Just makes it easier to move through that building.
Yeah.
All right. That was a very effective charge phase. I don't think I was going to pile back in. I could have, but I think I'm just going to leave them there to stay out of engagement, if that makes any sense.
So is that the end of your turn there, Zach?
Yep.
Everything's still within synapse, so
So-
nothing's going to be a leadership chicken.
So we got you 3 points for your word pride.
Mm-hmm.
So how much do you get for engaging all fronts now?
I think I still only get 2.
This unit might be in
Actually,
my quarter.
the Invictor might be...
22. This
Yeah, the
unit is
Invictor's
not
not.
quite.
And the
Nope, you
Invictor's
got
not
one
holding.
model that's halfway over the middle that way.
Well, I didn't fully do the 3-inch.
So you can maneuver him this corner and get your quarter.
Perfect. So 3.
There you go.
So,
He does get all 3 points for engage.
So
Hold
we're
that.
going to go up to 5 on that. And how about priority targets? You had 3.
He's still holding his priority target.
still got
that
3.
So he got 3.
6.
Yep.
So at the end of Space Wolf's turn 2, let's update the score here. We've got Zack on 34, John on 13. So give me 1 second to change this over. So John, you are going to get how much priority on your turn 2?
So primary, I'm only going to get 5. He pulled me off of 1 objective, almost off of all of them, which is a very, very good push this turn. So I get 5 points only from the last gaunt still holding on.
And you're going to go up to 5 command points.
Yay!
And hold on here, we got to do the last thing. You're going to turn 2. So we save all that. So John, you're on 18 points to his 34, and you got 5 command points.
Pretty
What's
epic.
your plan?
Well, this turn I have to pull some reserves, but I also have to make sure my flanks are covered because he still has his reserves, which will be arriving in this following turn. Deep striking and flanking, even my backfield edge because of what they are. So, keeping that fully in mind, I do kind of need to get out onto this objective where I'm not too big of a threat. So we're going to move there and make him deal with that fancy guy in due time. We're also going to move the brain bug. I'm just going to run it. Neurothrope, only 1 inch, so he's going to move his 6. He's going to put him 1 up, or 5 up 5 over 1 there. So he has some line of sight for smiting. Is this a wounded model in this unit?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see.
You actually shot one of them.
I did. Nice. This gaunt unit is going to run. And he is part of the High Fleet Kraken. So we're going to take him with 3 dice. Throw my dice all over the place. He's going to move 3. On top of his 8, which is going to be 11. All right, easy target, right?
So Zach, how'd you feel that turn? Did you accomplish everything you want? Or did you keep that one gaunt back there on objective 2?
I wanted to take him all
Broodlord's
off.
taking a push. We're going to move past the Invictor.
So I wanted to take them all off, so I'm a little disappointed about that.
I'm going to go -2 across this difficult terrain here. So I rolled it, didn't even roll it on the box. Here, I'll roll it in the box.
Moving him,
3, 8.
you can keep your 4.
No, it's dense. So he
You
moves,
have to go less.
so I have to go less.
I meant for the roll.
It's fine. It doesn't really matter. It wasn't intended to be anything fancy, but to cover more of this area.
Gotcha.
For your flank.
John rolling and dice trays when we're on.
This is true. It is a very big challenge by me. So
And the custodian battle, he was all over the table.
yeah, thank you for reminding me. So
Yeah, I was really hoping to get him completely off the objectives.
So the
but you know what,
Flyrant.
getting down to 1.
we're gonna try. What is this? Your lieutenant?
Mhm.
Oh, what kind of weapon does he have?
He's got an axe, but
An axe. I see this got an axe.
However, he's got I think it's the Mastercrafted Power Axe. However, he does have the Armor of Rust.
Awesome.
So that means that if you charge him, you fight
last. Yep. So these are 4
And
wounds
he's got an
apiece,
axe.
correct?
What's that?
4 wounds apiece.
Correct.
How do I want to do this to be effective?
Those Thunderwolf cavalry are pretty tough, huh?
They're tough and they move fast, so they're difficult to deal with. I think that's what I want to put my effort into. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do what I want.
I'm assuming he wants to try to get to the other side to prevent a heroic intervention from the.
Yeah, he's
Wolf
just going to
Lord.
move 16 there. This gaunt unit is going to pull their happy butts this direction, I guess. We'll use the Swarm Lord first. He's going to make a run for it. Swarm Lord wants to get up in that guy's face.
Zack's
So.
got the fancy.
There's the 6. So we're going to move.
Template already.
Swarm Lord's going to come up and have some fun now. Because we have to. Yeah, that is a scary beast. Got to do his deal. But he did run, so I'm going to have to get Onslaught off or he won't be able to make a charge, which is going to be hanging his ass in the wind, which is, excuse the French, but bad news.
And John's also got a decision to make. I have interrupt.
This is true.
Which one does he want to keep?
Rolling in the box. All right. So this unit only has 12 inches of...
I do like this. This is way better
Yes.
than the Excel sheet. But that's all I had at the time.
This unit's just going to back up here. So I think that's all the movements. We're going to get the reserves out because they have to do some things. Let's do a scrambler somewhere. I want to do a backfield one. Seems good. Put a lictor in the backfield 9 inches away. Deploy a scrambler there for a backfield. And just because I can, let's put a Ripper back here, Ripper squad back here as well. For a potential OS grab on that objective next turn.
Now, does that count towards your behind enemy lines?
Yes, they do, both of them. We're also going to bring a few more
Oh, look.
support units for my turn. This is another big old brick of 20 gaunts here. We're going to flank them out on the right side.
We're going to go to the. So, as you see John walking on the board there. The beautiful board.
Are we going to a different angle?
I've got the split view.
I'm on the second scrambler. And it'll be done with the lictor in the backfield. So all I need is a midfield scrambler to finish.
Zack's got some concern. Looks like everything's shut up behind.
No.
So I can't come into his deployment zone, which actually is all the way back here. So I can actually walk in as close as I can back this way.
Look at the measuring we got going on.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Intense.
9.
You might be able to
Stop right there.
There we go.
Oh, hold on. Because
Yeah, you can
9
come
is
all the way
there.
back.
I can come all the way back to this, and midfield is to there, I believe.
But you have to be 6 inches away from deployment zone, right?
No, just not in your deployment zone. I can't deploy in it. Right?
Checking the rules.
Rule check, Judge.
More than 6 inches from either player's deployment zone.
So I can't be 6 inches over here. So that works. So I'll be over here then. We'll just come midfield then. Midfield with a bigger brood. We'll come in 6 inches here. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Going back to the overhead.
I'll measure that.
So
Make sure
based
I'm
on-
9 from this turd.
John, what are those you're putting down there?
These are another Hormigaunt unit of 20. Part of that Kraken fun stuff.
So Zack did a pretty good job screening them out then.
Not too shabby.
Good job, Zack.
Try.
Tactics.
Tactics work. Now, there is that. All right, so putting the hurt down. How are we going to make sure this happens? I think I'm just going to... What do I want to do now? I think we're going to go into the psychic phase. That's all the end of the movement. So psychic phase. I'm going to lead with the one I know I need to get. So we're going to go with Onslaught. There we go. I think it's a 6, but I'll double check. It might be a 5. Because I rolled a 5. Onslaught is a 6, so I do have to re-roll it. Command re-roll. Down to 4. I got an 11.
Yeah, I'm not going to try to do that.
Yeah, we want to be charging with him. So that worked. His second psychic power is going to be... we're going to do... Smite. And I think we're going to start, because he's the closest to your boss man. He's got a 6-up invul, or 6-up Field of Pain, right?
Correct.
Smite. Oh, big smite. And I mortal wounds to myself. So D6 mortal wounds. And I take D3 to myself. So you're going to take 3 mortal wounds from that. And then I'm going to take 1.
Sorry, how many mortal wounds am I getting?
You take 3, and I'm going to take 1. I rolled the double 6s, so...
Okay, I take 2.
Cool. You take 2, I take 1. That works for me. I still come out on top on that one.
So that takes him down to 7.
And it puts the Swarm Lord down to...
So John grabs some dice. So Zach, do you want to talk about the design process? Did you have much input, or did you just say, "Hey, I want something like this," and the guy designed the board for you, or how'd that process go?
So actually, the guy who did this board, I saw him post something on Facebook that was already a Space Wolves themed, not just terrain set, but a board. And I said, "Hey, I like that. Can you make something like that for me?" So he already kind of had the basic idea down, and it was just a matter of I didn't want the actual board because the guy's in Poland.
Nice.
So I already had this mat. It usually comes with a mat, but because I already had one, he threw in an extra couple terrain pieces for me. So yeah.
I'm going to do Catalyst on himself. He's already done 2, so I'm going to do Catalyst on himself. It does go off on a 10.
Perfect.
So he has the Feel No Pain optimized, and he'll also do Smite. Now this is a second Smite, so I need a 6. Got a 6. So
You want to deny for Zach there?
he can if he wants. He's got units within range. He has to use a CP to do it, though, I think.
What else?
I still have one more Psyker over here, and one I have not done the Symbiote Storm yet here. And I think you are within range of Symbiote Storm deny if you wish in the future. But Symbiote Storm just allows him exploding 6s, which takes a 12-shot model and puts it on an average of 17 hits, which is really silly.
Yeah, we'll leave the...
Okay, so Smite is a D3. Out of the box on the ground, D3. 1.
Okay, and now
Single
that...
wound.
So his 6... Wait, no.
He took 2, and this unit's taking
Right.
1.
I was trying to remember my... So he's got the one where if he takes a wound, then he gets the aura, so...
Got it. Next one we're going to do over here, we're going to do both of the fancy screaming things. We're going to scream at him. So that one's we'll start with the Smite because it's a 7 now. Failed on the Smite, so we're going to do the Psychic Scream. 5? Yes, so it goes off. So D3 damage, D3 mortal wounds. It's going to be 2.
I actually denied that one.
Oh, never mind. So no
Zach spent
a CP to deny it. Yeah, good job.
So you're down to
5. Correct?
5, Zach.
Yeah. So we're going to go on to this one, which is the Symbiote Storm, which is the one I really need to go off, and I've already re-rolled, so I can only re-roll 1s with the Neurothrope. So
This is so nice.
it does go off on an 11, so that's definitely happening. So Symbiote Storm is active. He does have a second power, which is Smite as well.
Zach, can you
We're going to try an
one
8
and
on the
one?
Smite now.
Nope, I can deny 1 because the stratagem. I can only do 1 strat per...
Correct. So this is a level 8 Smite. I need an 8, and I rolled a 1 in the box. Even if I rolled a 6, it still fails, but I need to get the roll off. So there we go. All the fancy psychic stuff is done that my psychic army likes to do. And then we're going to do some charges. How many wounds? Or no, charges. Shooting. We have guns.
Hey, if you want to just go straight into charging, I'm
Yeah,
fine
I know.
with
That's
that.
your favorite phase. So we're going to shoot here with these guns into this unit. Not re-rolling ones because I moved.
So how long did the overall process take from start to finish to get your board?
About a month and a half, 2 months.
Single wound on this unit out in the open. No armor negatives.
Okay, he takes a wound.
Oh, neat. Okay. Well, that was neat. Way to go, Gaunt's. So this Gaunt is going to shoot that dreadnought because he can. And he did not move, so he's going to re-roll that 1. There he hits. Needs a 6 on the wound, though. See if we can get it.
And that was with a little bit of a delay. The
Nope.
guy had a baby, so there was a little bit of delay
Yeah, there's no month
in
and a
that
half of
process.
polling.
Yeah.
Make sure to tag him in this because it's beautiful. And it's just, yeah, it's going on a live stream. Should be all over the world. Okay, so I think I've got 2 major guns left to shoot. Now I have to decide what I want to do because I'm already down to...
In Poland?
I'm already down to 4 command points. So I did move this guy, so I do have to spend 1 command point to go down to 3 so he can fire as if it were stationary. That's key for me. I need that. And I think, honestly, the biggest pressing threat is going to be this unit. So I'm not going to increase its output. I'm going to leave it natural, but we're going to go into this unit here.
So you have 3 command points strong?
I'm down to 3.
Gotcha.
8, 12. We're going to go all 12 shots into this unit, re-rolling 1s. Exploding 6s. There's a dice on top of another one. Re-rolling 1s. Oh my goodness. Okay, so, and then we're going to add 1,
Does he get the
2,
negative
3,
1
4, 5.
hit for that?
Ooh.
That's a good question. That would make a difference too. I'll look at the rest of them. That will be, because we did this as dense.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So that would be -1. So not hitting on 3s. I don't have any 3s. I only had a couple of 1s.
Ah! I tried.
But we do add 5 more hits as the exploding Symbiostorm goes.
Got some judges in there.
Oh my goodness, I saw that.
Judge Dredd.
I love it. So wounding is strength 7, T4 wounding on 3s. So pull all those 2s and 1s, and then these are all -3. So 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of, yeah, shoots 12 times and does 12 wounds. You get 6s. I'm just saying.
I don't think-
And they do 2 damage apiece, so it kind of,
Is he gonna make
he can pull it if he wants.
Yeah, no.
That's good. So
I'm not going to be that guy.
well, I thank you, sir. So we're going to actually we need to kind of take care of this gaunt killing dreadnought here in the middle, or suit. So we're going to go the Hive Guard into that unit. And it's 6 shots. Hitting, and it stayed stationary. So hitting on 3s, re-rolling, and they're not across. No. It will be across, so it's hitting on 4s. Do I want to go that way?
So terrain does come into effect here.
Yes, in indirect fire, anytime it is drawn across dense cover, and any of these forest pieces are dense cover, so it does affect the -1. Now it makes me think, do I want to? I think I'm just going to let the Broodlord do all the fun work, and we'll go a different direction then. I think I'm going to go into the Wolf Guard unit here, or the Wolf.
The
Cav.
Wolf Guard.
Wolf Guard Cav.
Yeah.
Here we go, hitting on 3s, re-rolling the 1s. And then wounding on 3s because they're strength 8. And there are 4 of them at -2. So you're going to go back on those fancy 4s.
4 4-ups. And I'm going to spend a CP to reroll that one, and they all get saved.
Beautiful. They're going to make me do it the hard way. Of course. So we're going to do some charges. I'm going to lead with the Broodlord over here into your fancy bird here.
I guess I think you track the command points much easier now.
Well, come on in and have some fun. Looks like he's going to be there. And then we're going to, yeah, they could probably CP out for a 6.
Yeah.
They want to come in and have some fun. We're going to charge with the Swarm Lord because he can now, because he ran and got that catalyst. What did I need? Like a 3? Oh, a 2. Oh, they're going to fail that. Yep, we're there. So, fun things.
Well, you fail it by rolling it out of the box.
That's true. Only roll 1 dice. I still roll a 5 with just 1 dice.
Zack is really going to be that guy.
All right, that guy.
There's a go. Out of the box.
There's that. And the Flyrant is going to come in and have some fun with the Wolf Cav. And he's in as well.
Oh, so this could be interesting over here.
It left kind of a big hole for Deep Strike. I didn't really like that, but that's the way it goes. So, anything that makes me fight last with what we got floating.
Nothing.
All right. So the question would be, where do I want to go first?
Because he does have the CP to interrupt, correct?
Uh-huh. That's why I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to go into the Cav first.
With which unit?
with the
Oh, I didn't see the brood.
with the flying tyrant.
Also, the broodlord's in with.
And at the beginning of the fight phase, I'm gonna
No, so the Swarm Lord is in with the Captain, the Brood Lord is in with the Invictor.
right, and the Flyrant is in with the Wolf Cap. So I'm gonna take the Flyrant. We're gonna give him at the beginning of the fight phase. He gets something called oh gosh, what's the name?
Is this a command point? Or?
Yeah, one more down to
So you're
2.
going down to 2? John's just so good.
Do I want to use the 2?
Points.
Voracious Appetites, rerolling wounds. I probably do 3s, 2s. Or do I do 3 CP and swing a second time?
No, that's John right there.
No, we'll leave. Oh, I'm going to not do it. We're not going to do it.
Nope, we're going to stay at 3?
We're going to stay at 3. Just in case I have to swing a second time. So here we go, rerolling 1s. There's 2 1s there. Come on, reroll. There we go. Oh, there's still a 1. So 4 hits. And that's 4 wounds. Good thing I didn't pick that rerolling 1s.
And
Negative a bunch. So you're on shields. Every one is a dead wolf. It's 4 damage.
I did my reroll in the shooting.
Yeah, so you can do a reroll again here if you wish. It's a 50-50 chance. It's worth it.
Okay. And 1 goes down.
Only 1.
So you're down to 3 command points, Zach?
Yep.
Any interrupts, or you want me to go into the second swing?
I am going to interrupt.
Okay.
How many wounds does the Brood Lord have?
The Broodlord has 6.
And he doesn't have any way to reduce damage, right?
No.
So you're down to 1 command point, Zach?
Correct.
This has been a very CP heavy 2 turns.
And what's his toughness?
5.
So what did Zach
5.
interrupt?
So I'm going to do with
He's
the
interrupting over here with
Invictor.
the Broodlord. He wants to try and deal with my Warlord.
You want to swoop down there and show them what they're dealing with there? John?
Yeah, hit me.
There you go. Show the 2 combats you got going on with the Thunderwolf Cat and the other one over there.
So this is the first combat only removed 1 Thunderwolf Cavalry here. I left 3 command points, so I do have the opportunity to swing a second time if need be at the end of all combats. I have not, and this is the one he's interrupting right now to do, because an Invictor Warsuit still has some damage it can do, and we still have yet left to do this one. So this combat's going to be fun as well. You know, his beat stick versus my beat stick, and we'll see how that works out.
We did a quick check of the rule book. What do we got going on, Zach?
I was looking at doing Savage Strike with him, but I don't think I'm going to do
I
that.
forgot 1 charge if it's I was going to attempt to come at that.
Go ahead.
Just it's a long charge at a 9 with no reroll and nothing left. And I rolled a 3. So yeah, as it was meant to not happen.
And you said T6?
T5.
T5? Nah, I'm just going to leave it as is. So hitting on 2s. And wounding on 3s. Ouch. 1 goes through.
All right. Damage?
3.
All right. So he has a 5-up invul save. He fails it, so he's going to take 3 damage. He's going to place the Broodlord down to 3 wounds. The second one of those would have been killer. Now, we're going to go into the Swarmlord next, because that's where I need it to make some effective hitting here. And if I recall, I'm just coming over here to my consult the specs
Is that what you
here.
were hoping for, Zach, with that Invictor Warsuit?
Oh, that was a horrible roll. That was an absolute horrible
But
roll.
I'm glad I didn't spend the CP because the wound rolls was 1s. So I think I had 1, 2 in there, but I needed 3 to make sure that he wouldn't make all of his wounds.
Forgot the tail attack with the Tyrant. It's nothing big, but in the box, John. It's a hit. And it does wound. It's -1.
Okay, how much? How much damage?
D3 damage. 3.
Is that on a...
That's one of the wolves, so not dead. I just forgot that.
I forgot the tail.
Tail. Yeah, it's called the prehensor pincer. Fancy thing. Swarmlord. Bone Sabers. Each time you make a wound roll with this on a 6+, it does mortal wound in addition to any other damage. It is a -3 Flat 3 damage weapon. He is at strength 8 because he has only been wounded once.
So while John looks that up, Zach, as you've gone to a couple tournaments, how far would you let a person go back? At what point would you say, if someone said, hey, can I go back and do that? Would you say, yeah or no?
So if they went to the next phase and started rolling dice in a tournament, then I would say at that point no. But if you're in your command phase and you're going through your stuff and you're like, and you say, okay, go into psychic, you haven't rolled a dice, I'm good with that. I'm not going to sit there. And...
As long as the knowledge doesn't change. Does that make sense? Now, it probably would not have allowed me to charge. In a tournament, I would not have allowed somebody to actually attempt that charge because I was past it and I already rolled the combat.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense? We'd already gone into the next phase. So it didn't matter at this point. It was a long bomb anyway. He could have fired some Overwatch if he wanted to spend CP, but it was just an attempt to try and snag an objective. And I placed them there. That was the whole goal, and I just forgot all about it. But that happens. Take his wounds with him. So the number of attacks he has.
So this is the
Swarm Lord.
going into this. What is
Yeah.
that guy's name? Zach?
He's a Wolf Lord on Thunderwolf. But
He's
also
the
the Chapter
Smashy Wolf
Master.
Lord. He's Smash Lord. And the number of attacks
Does
is
he have the
6.
ability to finish him off?
Uh-huh.
If he survives, I probably should have interrupted with him.
That I kind of was expecting the interrupt there, but he did roll. I mean, if he killed the Broodlord in that corner, then I have no synapse in that corner.
Right.
So I think that's what he was going for, and that would have been, if I were looking at the overall with him bringing in reserves still, that would have been better for me if I were in his shoes. But it just rolled so poorly. That was just a really bad roll. Yeah, one more successful swing through would have deleted that Broodlord. So here comes the 6 attacks hitting on 2s. And there are 2 1s there. Way to go, Swarmy. He doesn't have Scything Talons. He doesn't get to re-roll them.
And he's T6.
And I'm strength 8. So winning on 3s. There are 3 wounds on that. Invols. Hold on. I did get a 6 there on the wound. So there's 1 mortal wound in addition. So you take a mortal wound right off the bat, but then you have 3 that go through.
So 4 ups and 2 go through.
Ouch. So that's a total of 7 damage. 1 mortal and 6 regulars.
So I just need to make 1 6 up.
You've already taken 2?
Yep.
So you have...
I have 7.
7?
Oh, wait, what's the damage?
These
Oh,
are, you're
yeah,
doing, these
yeah,
are
7.
You've got
So I
7
need
damage coming through.
1 6, which I got.
So you took how many more?
I took 6 total damage.
So you'd already taken 2. You've taken 8 total. Because he took 2 from Smite, from Psychic Powers.
Right, I had 9.
Oh, yeah, he starts with 9. He's
Yep.
the big. He's the big bad captain.
Yep.
Nice.
So
Well,
he
that
has.
means you're in a sticky situation.
Woo! Well, Swarm Lord's my best shot at staying alive against him because he has parry, so he has a 3-up invulnerable save with the blades, which makes him decent. And 12 wounds, 11 left. But that, and then I got 1 more charge here with the Broodlord, and he has 6 attacks. Not infantry, but rerolling wounds anyway, which is nice. I think maybe it's rerolling wounds against infantry. I'm remembering all the rules because I haven't played Tyranids in a while. Let's look that up.
Have you played him since the last time we played? Because your Tyranids were.
Once. But I played without the Flyrant, without the Swarm Lord, and just the shooty effects added to the list because that's all I built and painted against my friend who was getting back into the game with his, Jacob. He was here last weekend. And he trounced me. I got tabled in 3 turns with Ultramarines. Which
That's
they're
not
very good at
surprising.
killing bugs, though.
I tabled him a long time.
Well, he had a lot of Hurricane Bolters, and I was running the carpet still, so he just like deleted, and then kept kicking back into the tactical and deleting.
Yeah.
I just like, picked up 100 bugs, 70-something bugs in 1 turn, and 60 in the next. It was like ridiculous. That's the way it works. So, Broodlord, just making sure I have something right here. Reroll failed wound rolls with this weapon. In addition, each time you make a 6+, the rend goes to -6, and the damage is flat 3 instead of D3. So, super monstrous rending claws. Here we go. I missed 1 time. He hits on 2s because he is a gene stealer keyword. And then wounding on again, strength 5 T6. So I need 5s. There's 2 5s and re-rolling all the failed wounds. Well, still only 2 successes. So 2 -3s.
So. Okay, both go through.
D3 damage apiece. It's going to be a total of 4.
So that takes him down to 9.
Yeah, it's not. He's not the best at killing vehicles. I had to choose. Now, return combats. All the fun things. Still have 3 command points left, right, Johnny?
You have
So
three
once
command points
all combats are done, if nobody dies, I can choose to swing again. If somebody does die, I can potentially, if it's a character, which all 3 of these are, I could potentially use them to fight as they die, because they still have that fancy trick.
Okay, we'll do the axes first. There's 9.
And he has the Feel No Pain active, if I recall, Catalyst. So he's on a 5 levels to Feel No Pain.
Yep. So we got 9 hitting on 2s. And yeah, they're within 6.
Oh, yeah. Rerolling the ones.
Which is good because I got 3 1s. Okay, everything hits. Oh, are we still turn 2 or turn 3?
We're still 2-2. Yep. Not quite. I'm trying to catch you before you get there. No exploding 6s yet.
I had 3.
I know.
And what's toughness?
T6.
So
Or
force.
T6? I think they're T6. Double checking. Again, brand new. Haven't used this model yet. In this edition. And Tyrant says T7.
T7?
Yep.
Okay.
Not 6 anymore.
Do you mind if I pop my last command point really quick on them?
Oh, go ahead.
Savage Strike, they get +1 to wounds.
+1 to wound. You haven't rolled the wounds, so it
Right.
doesn't affect. Go ahead.
So,
So-
you're going down to 0?
Yep, so I should be wounding on 4s now.
Nice.
And that's going to be 5.
5 at neg a bunch.
Like 2.
Oh, okay. So 4 up 5, 4 up invols. Ooh, single damage?
Yes.
So 4 go through, feeling pains on 5s, denied, only 2 go through. So 2 wounds taken, he's down to 10. And then the hammer.
The hammer, so 4 attacks on 3s. And on...
Doesn't he get +1 to hit
Yep.
even when he's charged? Or just when you
Yep.
charge?
No, he gets +1 all the time, but he starts at 3, add 1 for the hammer, and subtract 1, so he stays at 3s.
Oh, got him.
And I didn't have
That's
any...
right, it doesn't go to 4.
Yeah, I didn't have any 1s, so he's good there. And then he should be hitting...
Or
so
winning on 3s. But it's +1, so he's winning on 4s.
No,
Or +1, so he's winning on 2s.
yeah, 2s.
Yes, winning on 2s.
Okay, 2 go through.
Uh-huh. And invols on 4, and these are flat 3 with the hammer, right?
Yep.
Cock dice. 1 denied. 1 goes through. 3 damage. We're trying to deny some wounds here. On 5s with Catalyst. Oh, all of it. Didn't take a thing.
Okay, so now with the wolves.
Yep. Don't forget them Wolvie Wolves.
So 12 hitting on 2s.
And they all get the +1 to wound as well because of that stratagem, which is fantastic. The wolves are just so good again. This is typical. Typical, but I'm saying this is what it feels like wolves, the Space Wolf should play with Wolf Cav. They just... I played during the 7th edition days when there was a Bark Star, if anybody remembers that, is where they had this gigantic ball of wolves and characters on wolves and bikes and sorcerers, or, wolf priests and everything in that bucket. And then it was unkillable. And then towards the end of the game, it would just explode and shoot all over the table and take everything out. Even the Rune Priest, I remember, had a hammer that would smash and kill things too. It was great.
6.
6. 3, 6. Regular armor or neg what?
Neg 2.
Neg 2, so on the invols. So, 1 goes through. How
1
much damage? 5 up, feel no pain. He felt that one. Puts him down to 9.
1 bite goes through.
Dink. Bite the leg. All right, so now the question comes back.
Well, I haven't done the wolf ward yet.
Yep, I know, because all the fighting has to happen before I get to choose a second fight. Yes.
So he's got 5 attacks hitting on 2s.
Mhm.
Okay, all go through. I really wish I had exploding 6s right now. And toughness.
7 on both. They're Hive Tyrant chassis.
So on 3s. And did I do I did my reroll for combat. So 3 go through.
3. And these are 3 up invols, be the fancy bone sabers. Oh, 2 go through. Nice.
So 6.
Got him all the way down to 5. That's impressive.
And then the wolf on 2s and on 5s. 2 go through. AP neg 2.
1 goes through, so he's down to 4.
So no one died, right? So you...
Nope, nobody's died.
So now I have to make the choice.
That was not a very effective round for John.
No. It was actually, it did pretty much what I think I wanted it to do. I kind of wanted him to die, but so he'd swing for cheaper, and I still have 1 command point left. But it looks like that's kind of.
You have 3 command points left, right?
Yes, but I have to use all 3 if I want to swing a second time.
That's where you're in the pickle.
Yeah, well, just where do I swing? Do I think I'm going to go into the Wolf Lord, but I know his profile just changed, so I got to look at what his profile is now, because his profile dropped at least once.
So you're going to use your last...
Hold on, not yet. Now let me see what his profile is, and then I'll find out. So he is only strength 7 now, and 5 attacks instead of 6. Strength 7. And you have how many wounds?
1.
I think I have to do it.
You do.
I do, because I need that objective anyway. I need to keep you off it.
Not only that, but he now unlocks his.
Yeah.
The wolves can fall back.
So we're gonna go burn it all, sir. Burn it all. Here we go. Hitting on 2s.
He's burning them all, folks.
Yep. We'll run a second time with the Swarm Lord. And we're gonna have some fun here. Wounding on
3s.
2 wounds this time.
Trying to finish off the cap.
Yep. He can make them both right here and put a nickel.
Nope, he made 1.
So that's gonna be. And with no 6s, so it's only 3 damage. So he can make a bunch of 6s and save it.
Nope.
Nope. Got him. To finish.
Ooh.
Now I'm actually going to end my move closer to an enemy unit.
Were you expecting that, Zach?
Yeah. If he was gonna fight again, yeah, he was toast.
Swarm Lord time?
So is that the... Oh, no, you said that time?
No, that was my Swarm Lord time. I just moved him closer to the enemy unit by backing him up. That was still the closest unit. I ended up closer to that unit than I started. I think that's going to be it. I do not. I'm going to give up 15 in the primary, it looks like.
So wait a second. On the end
I
of your
got
turn
my
two-
4 behind enemy lines.
Oh, yeah, one second. So you are player 1. Okay, so you got 4
I have-
more, 4 behind enemy lines.
My first 4 for behind enemy lines. I ended up with I got my second scrambler, and then I'm holding my priority objective for
that
3
gives
points.
us a 6. So at the end of John's turn 2, let's see how it looks, guys. So it's the end of battle round 2.
Battle round 2, correct. We're
So
gonna go
we
in.
got-
We're gonna go into when the wolves start getting dangerous,
John
right here.
got 25,
Exploding
and
6s
Zach
themselves.
at
Yeah, I should have dropped
34.
the wounds in earlier because they always get exploding systems. Or the Wolfen, they always get exploding 6s
Can
now.
you give me 1 second
Oh,
here?
nice.
I should have dropped them in last turn, but I didn't really have a good spot to put them.
Yeah, I kind of did that on purpose.
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing. It's just I've been playing a while trying to screen. I seen the screen. I still got a few units coming too. 10-man unit of Gaunts, 1 more Lictor, and
So,
a
you're
Gargoyle.
on turn 3.
brood.
What do you get for priority?
For primary, I
No,
get 15.
You get 15 for
He got the
priority?
15 on this one. Yep.
Hold on, let me get over there. So he had 10 last turn, he has 15 this turn. And you get a whole command point. Are you excited?
Woohoo! Yeah, I have no idea what I'm going to use it on.
Aren't we in the same boat? This is fantastic. Both of us are ending up with a single command point.
So you're on 0.
I know, but I'll end up with one at the beginning of my turn.
So is
If you have an extra.
Yeah. Oh, that's cute. That was beautiful. All right.
the Spacels are on 49, and you're on 25. So
What's his toughness?
4.
And they're 3, right?
Yep.
So Zach, you got to bring in all your stuff this turn, huh?
Yep.
Spacel's bringing in the heat. So are you concerned that you left them a hole back there, John, in your back area there? Or?
No, actually, I'm not. Still okay with that.
So I'm going to do my litanies. They were pretty much useless the first few turns because everything was moving up.
Got it. So now you're doing it at the beginning of the command phase.
Yep.
So where's your guy on the board? He's going to be casting the listings there, Zach.
Oh,
Right
the
here.
litanies?
He's still in my backfield.
He's still holding on.
So we're going to try to do the +1 to wound to them on a 2, which he gets. And
Oh yeah, the wise orator. I love it.
And then the charge aura.
Rolled the 1, didn't you?
I did.
Hey, you have that 1 command point.
And honestly,
Canticle of Hate.
do
you
I
mean?
need it? How many? He's only got 4 left, right?
3.
3? Yeah, I don't need that. That's fine. So
Yeah,
they've
1
got-
successful swing with that guy, and that's going to be it. So
Okay, no psychic. So
Moving into the charge. Oh wait, no, don't.
no movement.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's moving into the movement. That was all command phase fun. Just You know, there's a song by a band named Rancid that's called "Out Come the Wolves."
So I haven't seen those. What is the stats on those wolves?
The Fenrisian wolves, single wound,
2 attacks,
2 attacks,
strength 4, AP neg 1.
They're basically Marines without armor, attacking a couple times and move very fast.
Space wolf stuff like the exploding sixes and that stuff.
Yes.
No? Okay.
That's a Space Wolf
Wolf.
book ability. As long as his entire army is comprised of Space Wolves or Space Wolf subsidiary chapters, because now they can do that, then he gets that fun stuff. So
It's gonna make that a near impossible charge, but whatever. 9 inches.
yeah, it's still going to be rough, but you'll get it.
You can roll that 9, Zach.
Yeah, it's a 9. You can make it. It happen. He's probably going to die anyway. Come on out. You want to stay on that objective, or you want to come on out and have some fun?
Nah, I'm gonna stay on the
So I gotta
objective.
say, I'm quite pleased. We got the audio fixed. The new score sheet is. I'm actually tracking command points. With all those massive command points, you guys have one complete between you.
Yep, that's about right.
I don't know why
And I
I'm
think
using
this
this.
overlay's looking better. And that's, I think that's from Dom's help at the, I forget the name, Furnace Forge Gaming Club in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, he's the guy that helped set up Art of War.
Yeah, and he helped set up this one here, so thanks out to Dom.
All right, that's movement. Actually, can I get him around? Nah, we'll just leave him there.
Johnny, can we do a rotate to the multi-camera?
Yeah, we'll
Not this one, but the multi-camera.
Yep, we're going to the multicam, guys. There we go.
We just finished moving everything around, and we're just going to kind of look at it as an angle as he comes in. He does have reserves that are available, and he has to use them this turn. So that's the next, I think, effort, so to speak.
So Zach, you had said in a previous game that you kind of like the wolf and stuff when everyone's kind of like, eh.
Yeah, everybody's kind of hating on them, but they're not. They're honestly, they kill. Theoretically, they kill really well, but you're only going to get them for 1 round because they die really easily.
But when they do die, if they're engaged in combat, they continue to.
As long as they didn't, as long as they haven't fought.
Oh, got it.
So
okay.
they don't have the fight again.
That's why people are hating on them, because they used to
Yes.
have that.
And they don't have the feel no pain, and they don't have the advance and charge.
Oh, wow.
They went strength 5, T5,
Okay.
so they went up in toughness and strength, I believe. So, I mean, they're not horrible, but you get for 200 points, I get 1 good round to kill pretty much whatever I want.
Good point.
And they're 8-inch move.
And they flank in 7, right? Not just the 6. And it's from any board edge.
No, it's still 6.
It's
From
only
any
6?
board edge.
Oh.
And that's only because counting of the wolf.
Got it.
You have to use the stratagem for that.
Fair enough.
And I like how Zach has his own. It makes it a lot easier to have that specialty measuring tool, huh, Zach?
Yeah, that came from Hammerhead Games.
Yep.
That's Tony's business. He's having a tournament next weekend. I think
That
you
I'm
got
going
invited,
to.
didn't you?
Yep.
Yeah, that was a pool of like 43 players that wanted to go to that, and my name was actually picked too. But I'm doing the Death Guard and Imperial Guard preview next weekend, so kind of committed there. But go make Reading proud, man. I think Mason's going too.
Mason is going.
Oh, that's going to be awesome. We got 2 of us from up here.
No, it's really not.
What? No, it's really not. No, Mason's a really good player. So
Mason is a fantastic player, and that's
Yeah.
why I'm saying that.
Yep. There's not much that gets by the guy.
But I mean, in all fairness, that game I played against him last week. I don't know why I'm even doing that because he didn't get that litany. The game I played against him 2 weeks ago, or 2 weeks ago, I was actually pretty surprised at how close that ended up being.
Yeah.
What'd you bring in there, Zach?
So those are the Reavers.
Okay.
So originally I brought the Reavers because they have a 2 CP stratagem to turn off OBSEC. Well, I demolished most of his OBSEC, so I don't need to really worry about that.
You know, I mean, Invictor Warsuits do a very good job of that.
Yeah.
I have to say.
And staying on the topic of Mason, he was one of the first people. I think he's been in here 3 times, and he was one
More-
of, besides John.
I've only played.
Alfonso Mason. They helped test out a lot of this stuff in the beginning when it was really bad. So.
Oh yeah, you need the Hive Guard dead.
Look at the wolfen.
Oh, I know, coming in hot.
And they get innate reroll charges.
John, you want to grab that camera and scoop down in on those?
Oh yeah, they look beautiful. Here we go. Come on down.
On the wolfen. There they are. Soon to Will they stay for a while, or
They are facing in the wrong direction. So.
So those Wolfens against Mason, I ended up taking 260 points worth of Wolfen because I added a couple axes in there too, and it ended up taking out like 360 points of his army.
They
So
just look beautiful.
point for
now.
point, they did pretty well.
Nice.
And this is their intended target. This is what the Hive Guard don't see because they don't have eyes. But they feel the vibrations and instead of the charge coming there.
So
I'm
on
going
to
to come around at
shooting.
your Reavers too, if you don't mind.
On to shooting, we've got. I'm going to start off with my lieutenant into
Keep going. I just
the
love
Swarm
that.
Lord. He's hitting on 2s. Makes both of them. I wish that I had exploding 6s for shooting.
So we're back to the multi-team.
Yep.
And 5s to wound. And 1 wound.
And the lieutenant shooting into what?
The Swarm Lord.
Oh, into the swarm lord.
So 1 wound at -2.
Made it. Invul save of 4.
Okay.
So only 3 up in combat, so he has to deal with it the hard way. You know, every other army has a heal stratagem for 1 CP. Tyranids, it costs 2.
I have a heal stratagem, but it's a stratagem. Everybody else
No.
gets an apothecary.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel so sorry for you.
Yeah.
So there's a reason everybody says Space Wolves are B tier, while all the other Space Marine chapters are A tier.
Because they don't have an apothecary?
When I get to resurrect a full Thunder
I
Wolf,
miss the days of apothecary on a bike.
yeah,
That was fun.
apothecary on a wolf.
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
5 into them.
Into the gaunts.
Yep, into the gaunts, hitting on
Pew, pew, pew,
3s
pew.
and wounding on 3s. And 2 go through.
So now all the Space Wolves units are on the board, right?
-1 AP.
Oh,
Yeah, all the Space Wolves are on the board now.
John, do you still have some guns, some Tyranids in the reserve still?
oh yeah.
And 2.
I have a 10-man unit of Hormagaunts, 1 Lictor, and 1 10-man unit of Gargoyles still.
Oh,
These 5 into the same gaunts. I've got the intervening, or we called that obstructing, didn't we?
No, that's it's obstructing.
So yeah,
So you
keep
can't
shooting.
see. They
Nope.
can't see him. He's in it, but they can't see him. That's a separate unit.
Oh, that's a separate unit.
Yeah, remember that's the one guy that didn't die from the last.
Okay, we're gonna do 5 shots in the head.
Yeah. see. I'll just. Do you hit him?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just pick him up. Splat.
So you guys have both done that. So I mean, we talked about it on a previous stream, but when do you guys decide when to pick up a model?
When it's the chances are like at that point,
Negligible.
if he hit with 2 or more, the chances of him wounding on a 3 are enough to where only 1 wound has to get through. The gaunt is at -1 to an armor save anyway, and it's just gonna die. And it's just like I could make a roll, or he could make an attempt at making the roll. I could hope for negative, but in the instance of saving time, a lot of the times we just do that so that we don't have to worry about that.
What about in a tournament? When you
In a tournament, depends on the time. I'd be looking at either the clock or the play clock, and to see if that was something that I wanted to spend my effort in trying to keep alive with how slim the chance was.
Yeah, and even with shooting in a tournament, depending upon what the time is right now, I might not even shoot with the pistols.
That's right.
Because
Sometimes we don't.
taking 2 out of that gaunts unit really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
In the grand scheme of things.
Correct.
That's something we. While he's rolling, that's something we noted with Joe Fons is like when he switches over to Tal Overwatch, you switch the clock over to him while he's playing
Correct.
Overwatch, right? Okay.
Yes. And when you do a time clock, that's how you have to do it, because Tau only
And
do
Victor into
damage
the
in the shooting
Broodlord?
phase. Yeah. You shoot the hell out of him. And
Yep. So +1 to everything. He hasn't been bracketed yet, so we're hitting on 4s, and we're
only the heavy weapons are -1.
right. Well, I don't get to do the assault. Do I get to do the assault?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You get to fire with everything. The only thing that you can't fire with is blast weapons. And only the heavy weapons are -1. All the regular rapid fires and assaults and everything else are all hitting regularly.
Well, the assault didn't do anything, so it doesn't matter.
What?
Okay, 1.
Space Wolves are rolling hot today.
Okay, and 1 wound with the heavy bolter, -1.
Oh, you made it. Invul.
That's 2 damage too.
You don't want to kill him in shooting. That's not wolfy enough.
Yes, I do, because then I can consolidate and then charge into your gaunts.
No, you don't get to consolidate from the shooting.
Oh, that's true. Well, whatever. That's still like a 9-inch charge to the gaunts.
I know.
Everything's a 9-inch charge right now, pretty much. So 4s. And T5.
Yep.
3s. 2 go through. -1.
1 made, 1 fail.
2 damage.
That's going to be down to his last wound. Doink. Don't do it! These are the cannons on the chest.
Yeah. 2 go through. 1 damage each.
Negative a bunch.
1.
Oh, that's enough.
So I don't know if you guys do care, but on the stream time we have 1 hour and 57 minutes.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
well,
don't-
we're
we
making
don't-
good time then.
We're moving along there.
Yeah.
Perfect. I'm just throwing up, doing my commentary master here.
Yes, the time is ticking away.
I could be the next Johnny Gilbert.
I
Whoa, Zack, careful on those trees.
know
They came from Poland.
Yes, they did.
Those are like
Those-
fur from Poland.
That's how the
I don't
trees
wanna
look
move
in
off of
Poland.
that one.
Sorry.
So, shot them. Do I have range with them?
You're charging?
No, I'm still shooting.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've got 10 shots with them.
This is the shooting space. Come on.
This,
Ouch.
ignoring cover.
Yeah, but I still got 4 1s and 2s. And 3s. And that's 2.
Blink, blink.
No AP.
Oh, we got to roll 6s. Here we go.
Let's see some judges.
I got a 6,
There you go.
so only one goes.
He is so eager to pick up that gun.
I'm so eager to pick up gaunts. It's just a thing. So I've lost a single gaunt this turn. No, 3 gaunts in this turn. So that means that they're going to have to roll that fancy 1, or they're going to have to break their leadership, because they are now officially out of synapse range, thanks to you, sir. 18 inches of control puts them out, and the Broodlord is dead, which was the synapse for this corner.
So charges, we're going to start with the wolves into him.
I have Overwatch. Do I want to use it? No. Come on in. Wait, with my no command points.
Oh yeah.
There's a 9, so
So come on in and have some fun.
hopefully that's not hopefully that's good for the rest of it.
Yep.
I probably should have used that 9. We'll do the wolfen into the hive guard.
Yep. With a reroll.
Oh, you don't get the 5. Come on, don't do that. Nope.
Fail.
7.
7.
Is that a command point reroll or just a
No,
Nope,
they get an
they've got an
innate
innate.
built-in reroll. It's just like the Lictor has a built-in reroll to charge when he comes in too.
We'll charge with the lieutenant and
He was too busy scrambling.
lieutenant and your swarm lord.
Yep.
7.
Maybe.
I think that's what we said.
Yeah, just
Yeah. That's 8 inches away. So just out. Just under 8. So 7 it is. That's
Reavers. Reavers in the rippers.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. Invictor into the.
Gaunts.
Yeah, because
9 inches. That's how far away.
That's 9 inches too.
So either way, you choose. 9 inches into one guy or 9 inches into a bunch of guys. I got more. No, I don't have any other OS. That's the only OS on that objective. He's not quite. They didn't quite.
Yeah, we're
back
going
onto
to
it.
go into the single.
Single.
Nope.
Nope. Fail.
You're not going anywhere.
He's going to stand there in the middle of the table.
It's cold in the snow. It's a little rusty.
Who do I still have? We got we got a 9-inch there, but I don't really want to get off that objective. I've got a 12-inch here, so whatever. We'll do a 12-inch into them.
Was that 12?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be outside of 12, buddy.
Okay.
Is it the models are just because I didn't get to
So-
place them in that far.
Okay, then that's all the charges.
Yay! So combats, make it happen. I have no interrupts. All the charges.
Well, if you don't have any.
Did you want to charge the Reavers?
I tried.
Oh,
Failed.
okay.
Actually,
he
I.
wanted to, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I was just asking if you wanted.
Wait, he was. I don't want to spend the CP on that. No, I don't. Okay, we're gonna start with the lieutenant. Obviously, we're gonna armor arrest that dude, which it doesn't matter because you don't have any points to interrupt.
Sounds good.
So he gets.
Swing that axe. That's that axe I was asking about. How's that axe? What's that axe do? Now we actually find out. What's that axe do? Oh, it does like 6 damage and single swing, and he only needs to do 4.
You can't see it right now, but Zack is pouring through his beautifully laminated
There it is.
sheets.
There's nothing wrong with laminated sheets. I have the same thing for the Tyranids.
Yes.
It's very, very actually. If you put them all, you could have all the books. You know what I mean? You could have like the 4 books or 3 books, whatever it takes to have all your rules in one place. Or you can take some photocopies of the ones that you want. Now, officially, you're not supposed to photocopy Warhammer books.
2s,
But if you put them in
not a single.
sleeves like this, or you pull up your battle scribe stuff and print them out, you have all your stats right there in front of you. I like the printouts for my stratagems and my psychic powers so that I don't forget them. because they're usually scattered sporadically throughout the book, and it kind of bothers me.
I haven't done wounds yet. Do you mind if I do the Savage Strike on him?
Rerolling wounds?
No, add one of the wounds.
Add one of the wounds. Go ahead.
So he's strength 6, toughness 6, right?
7.
Toughness 7.
So winning on 4s.
On 4s.
The Savage Strength and command point?
Yep.
Yes, so he's out.
We're all broke on command
That's
point.
3 at -3.
Single damage? 2 damage.
2 damage.
Okay, so 1 goes through. Damage 2. And now I'm bracketed down to the final bracket. It's a hurting, limping Swarmlord who's only going to have 4 attacks now, I think.
Good.
Let's see what his return... Good! See what his return swings are here. I just want to... He's not dead. He's not dead. Swarmlord.
2.
Now he's down to 4 attacks and only at strength 6.
3,
His strength and his number of attacks drop, but he still hits on 2s no matter what, which is really nice. That never drops.
4, 5.
And the 6s still cause mortal wounds, which also is cool.
So 21 attacks with the wolves in your lictor.
I'll be running inside real quick.
Oh, that's nice.
Here, hold on. Just open that one.
Sure, sure.
Hitting on 2s.
Yep. Oh, they hit on 2s as well, huh?
Yeah, because they've got weapon skill 3 and everybody's affected.
Yep.
So we got a couple 1s, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6s. So 24 wounds. On what? He's strength 4?
T4.
T4?
And a 5-up armor save in combat. So
I got a bunch of 1s and 2s and such.
you
and
do 4
3s.
wounds. And -1, because you're in combat doctrine.
Yep.
So 6s, how many?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
I'm going to roll it. Why not? I'll pull him, but I'm sure he's going to die, but I'm going to roll it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. He saved 4. That's exactly how many wounds he had. So he took the other 7.
Perfect.
Dead Lictor. The metal one has died.
And we're going to consolidate in your rippers.
Oh, come on in. The Rippers love that. They get to swing back.
Yep. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, 3 attacks apiece is not too terribly bad. All right, what else we got? Is that all the charges? So I'm going to pick the first ongoing combat.
Yep.
5 attacks with the Flyrant into your fancy guys. We'll try and eliminate more. I'm going to lead with the tail, because you got one guy's down to 1 wound, right?
Perfect.
Lead with the tail. Oh, and I rolled the 1, of course. That was awesome. I was hoping for the best.
Are we still in your turn 3?
Yep.
Yeah, we're just finishing up here combat. So look at a couple of 1s there. That was beautiful. Only 2 hits. Way to go, guy. And wounding on 4s. 2 wounds. Invols. 2 dead wolves. The wounded one and another one. That murderous-sized tyrant, man, he's a thing. I'm impressed. I didn't think he was going to be that big of a beatstick in combat like he used to be, but man, I used to run those with double devs, double devours. 12 shots rerolling on hits and wounds back in the day. That was really good. Ongoing combats, we have Rippers, and I think that's it.
Yep.
Oh, and the Swarmlord. I'll do him next.
Yes, one more.
Swarmlord has only got 4 attacks now, hitting on 2s. He hit with all 4. He is only strength 6, your T4, so winning on 3s. Only 2. No 6s either. No mortal wounds. So 2 go through at -3.
But he's got armor rust, so he's got his 4 up. Which he doesn't make either one.
So 6 damage. That'll kill him.
And I don't have any... Oh, wait. I also have Feel No Pains.
Yep. 6 damage.
So
What
I
do
just...
you have to save here?
1. Because he's got the Iron Resolve, which gives him one
Plus
one
1.
extra wound, so he's got 6 wounds.
So he needs to make a 6 here.
Which he does not.
Ouch.
Six
Swarmlord has cut down 2 characters this game.
Does he get some more paint now?
Yeah, well, that's actually a good step. So he's going to make a 3-inch consolidate move forward here.
Here, let me use the mic.
And your Rippers.
I have to come in here because me and Devin were fighting.
Oh, let me-
All right, continue. Oh, the Rippers, yes.
Yep.
3 attacks apiece. Or is it 4 attacks apiece? Again, Rippers never get into combat for me. Rippers, view. They only hit on like 5s also. Yeah, their weapon skill's a 5, and they have 4 attacks each, actually. But they hit on 5s. So, 1, 2, 3. 5s. There is 1, 2 successes there. Out of all that. That was beautiful. Out of 12 shots, 2 5s, and no wounds. It's pretty standard for the Rippers.
That's all she wrote.
That's all she wrote at this time. So, my turn then. Oh, you got attacks back with the wolves here.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Ongoing.
So, ongoing. So, I get 2 with the axe.
Yep.
On 3s. Both go through. And on 5s, I believe. Nothing.
Okay. And then the hammer.
And
Hit it on 4s.
3 on the hammer. And so, I miss with 1, get a 6, get a 4.
There it is.
And on 3.
3s, yep.
2 go through.
All right, on the 4s here. First one. Second one. Judge says no. Both times.
Well, let's see how he feels about wolves.
Yeah. Bark, bark.
3 go through. 2 6s, so 5. And 5s again. 1.
That goes through.
Of course,
The wolf always bites him. He's down
So
to
is
8.
that
He's
the
biting
end
at his ankles. Yep, that's it.
That's the end of Zach's turn 3.
Mm-hmm.
So, Zach, what do we have for, hold on, let's see here.
I have one more thing at the end of Zach's turn here. I did lose 3 gaunts in that block over there, and they only have a leadership of 5. So I am about to break unless I roll a 1 or a 2. That's a 5, so that unit breaks. So we lose 1 model, but it is above half strength. So we started out as 20. We lost 3, 4, so that's 16 more. So 2, 3, 6,
ones, right?
9, 12, 14, 15, 16. Yes.
Probably gotten a little bit more. It would have been 1s and 2s.
Yeah. Had to get below half. A single gaunt.
Okay, so Zach, for Warrior Pride, did you get it?
Yeah, I got
Oh,
3.
yeah.
I've got 3 for Warrior Pride.
So you're up to 6. Engage on all fronts.
2.
So you're up to 7 on that. And priority target.
3.
So you're up to 9 on that. So we'll see that. So at the end of Zach's turn, we got Space Wolves 57, Gaunts 25. So give me 1 second, John, to adjust this thing here. We're going to John's turn 3. He gains a command point.
Yay! Don't know what I'm going to do with it yet,
What
but
do you get for primary?
Hey, John,
looks like I'm going to have 10.
can I ask you a question?
Yeah,
real quick?
far away.
So if I could still pile in the second time. I can't pile in that way, right?
Correct.
Okay.
It has to end up closer to the nearest enemy unit.
I
So you
wouldn't
couldn't
have asked to do it. That was just
No,
purely,
it's good. It was a
purely
good question.
educational.
What he asked was if he could, during his pile-in at the end of his combat, could he move potentially to straighten out and get behind this model? You always have to move towards the closest enemy unit when you are engaged in combat. So
And the reason I asked that is because if I was able to just touch this neoprene,
Correct, it
then
would
it would have
deny me.
denied him that objective.
that's right. So I end up with 10 on the primary this turn, which is kind of crappy, but that's how it goes. And how do I want to do this?
Okay, we'll say
So
that
this
for
is
John,
bottom
after
of
you
3.
get
I
your
get 10.
35 to his 57.
Mm-hmm.
And you have 1 command point.
What am I going to do with all that command point?
to my 0.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to use this gaunt unit. We're going to move on through here.
Yep, I got nothing.
I'm actually going to just run on through there because I don't care too much. I'm gonna move, what am I doing? 3 dice. In the box. Gaunts. Advancing 4, so they're going to go 12 inches.
Can they advance in charge?
Turn it off.
If I have a synapse creature able to cast a power within 18 inches of them. So one of these 2 guys, the Flyrant, I think is going to leave combat, but we'll see. He won't be able to run if he leaves combat. I just wanted to snag that.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't really snag it, but you know what I mean.
Contested.
Get there and I'll contest it because you're going to come in and charge me anyway. As your combat guys. Come on. Let go of the trees. All right, that tree fell down. I'm just going to say that tree fell down. There you go. So,
Your talons cut them down.
Yep, slicing trees down like lightsabers.
So we're at the bottom of turn 3. How do you feel it's going, Zach?
Pretty good. I mean, he still has a lictor, gargoyles, and some gaunts to come in, but
It's not terribly good for me. because I've still got some backfield threats. I'm stuck in a couple of pickles that I don't think I'm going to be able to pull out, but we'll see.
So what are you going to try and do? Deny some family, or what you guys?
We consider this obscuring, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I can't see them. All right. I'm going to stay just outside of 6 because I know how that works.
I don't have a CP anyway,
Oh, it costs a CP, that's right. So I can come
unless
a
it's a
little closer.
character.
Because your normal guys can heroically
So then-
be in 3, right?
Right, and then
I'm going to run with them then.
the
Yeah,
CP
they're gonna move.
allows anybody. One CP allows any troop or any Space Wolf to intervene 6, but characters get it for free.
I'm going to do it just like that.
And that goes back to last edition. Characters could always heroically intervene 6 instead of 3.
True. So this Ripper unit's going to fall back 6. Take that. Go away from me. This is their OS. And I think you're standing on it, so 3-inch.
But he's got a 6-inch no matter what.
Oh, that's right, characters, all the fun things. Let's see. All right. So Hive Guard are going to start moving out into the open, I think. They really don't need to be anyplace else. So they're just going to move there. And he's good. They're touching the ring there. That was the plan. I have 1 CP.
So based on how John's moving, my assumption is that his goal for this turn is to get these guys off this objective.
Which guy?
Not going to make it this turn.
These guys.
Yep.
Because that'll deny me 3 points. And if on the off chance next turn I'm able to get through to objective 2 over there,
Yes.
then that'll end up giving me 5 points at the end of my phase. As long as I can get the Hive Guard and
The Gaunt?
the Gaunt off.
The Gaunt you can easily kill.
I don't know.
He's coming to hide. All right. Let's deal with... This is a problem for me. I don't like that. Mortal wounds are a thing. They lost the Feel No Pain, right?
Correct.
Yeah, so they're the closest unit for Smite anyway. For that unit, we're going to stay engaged for a turn. I just want to continue to do what he's been doing, which works.
If I was a betting man, I'd say he's going to wipe him this turn.
Yeah, hopefully, if it works. Now the move there is kind of an odd one. It's away from the characters, but just in case things go really poorly, that's not exactly how I wanted it to play out. So I do have to make sure that I continue to get my behind enemy lines points, so I'm going to need another character back here, or another unit back there. I cannot bring in Gaunts except for flank. I am going to walk in more Gaunts on that flank over there. Just keep on keeping on here.
Well, yeah.
And now I can come all the way back over here. I have to stay 9 away from you, which won't put me on the objective. But if I place them like this, then they are in your deployment zone. And they're going to scramble. Oh, I already
You already have a scramble here.
So I need a midfield scramble. So we're going to do it slightly the other side. Oh, it can't be within 6 inches of either deployment zone.
Correct.
So where do I want to scramble then? I'll do scramble midfield again, I guess. That looks good. Just do that thing. This is where the Gaunt hole is in the ground, and they keep just pouring out of this hole over here.
And that actually helps me a lot.
You think?
The fact that I don't have another 10 gaunts sitting back here. Yeah.
Yeah. You think it would be better to have them back here?
I think it'd be better for you to have them back here. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'll just put the Lichter for midfield for a scrambler.
Because you can try to charge.
Yeah, it's a long charge, but
then I've got to worry about killing 20 or 26, right?
Yeah.
25.
Yeah, 16. That's all that's left. All right, and then I have gargoyles, and they're just going to do a thing. And the movement of these guys is what?
10. But they can advance and charge.
Ah, yes. It's all the good things.
I think you're within 9.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a gauge here and settle. They can deep strike anywhere. I want them there. You know what I do want them? They can deep strike anywhere. I actually kind of like it over here. That fits a better play. That could be a midfield scrambler too. Who knows? What is all that fancy noise? Thank you, sir. Stay. Up on high. It's 9 inches there. I can't go there. Actually, that might be more difficult than it looks. 9 to center.
Oh, I know what that is.
9 to here.
That's Joe Fun's messaging me, and that's the.
Yeah, that may not be a viable option.
That was completely inadvertent.
Inadvertent, but it worked. Okay, so I do have to go into the backfield. That's fine. Gone down. And we'll continue to hold screen off in front of the big thing that kills bugs. Yeah, I think I'm going to provide a layer of screen. That's probably the best bet. And they still fall into synapse as well. I'll have to pick one up off the floor here in a moment. All right, and then a Lichter. I don't want his fancy butt. Back here. It's about right. He can be within 9. And he gets to reroll charges. So they talked about this in the FAQ. You can actually get an 8-inch on a vertical, staying 9.
No, sir.
So,
But they're on the bottom floor.
oh, they are on the bottom.
Yes.
So I would have to start on the top floor and not be able to place there. They're on the bottom floor. We'll just do a 9 there.
And their math was wrong. It's actually it should be a 7-inch. GW's math was wrong. They don't know how to do the Pythagorean theorem.
I agree with you. Pythagorean theorem does say 7, but the go with. Okay, all the fun things. All the fun things are out. The play is 9. Do I have any psychic phases, psychic
So you're
stuff?
all on the board now?
Yeah, bottom of 3.
So what's on is what's on.
If I recall, that is a 7. So feel no pain on him?
I don't have a CP.
You're out of command points. Okay. So smite is the second one because I don't need onslaught anywhere. It does go off. It's the first smite. So D3 mortal wounds. It's going to be 1. Yay! That's such an egregious thing. We're going to do a smite there. Goes off on a 10. I needed an 11. All right. So 10. D3, 3 more. So that kills a unit, or kills a model. And his second power is not useful because it's... Oh. That's in the shooting phase. So second psychic power really doesn't help me any. Charge after running. So no, nobody's got an access to that one. So that's not very good. So we'll go Symbio Storm here. In the box, Johnny. In the box. It does go off, Symbio Storm. Success, so this guy's got exploding sixes again. All the fun things. Second, Smite. I think Smite is these guys for him.
Third smite, right?
That is the third Smite. I rolled an 11 though, so that's going to be D6 mortal wounds. Into this unit here.
Okay.
So hot mortals, keep it in the box, Johnny.
1.
In the box, Johnny. Come on. Here's a 5. 5 mortals. Brain bug was so close to hurting itself. That is all my psychers. So we're gonna.
The other thing is these guys only have 2 wounds instead of 3.
What?
Yep.
You'd think they have 3. I mean, you know, Blade Guard have 3.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just had to poke there. That was the way that worked.
No, not Blade Guard.
All right, so into shooting, I guess. We'll do these 5 gaunts first. And they did move, so they are only hitting on 5s because they ran, so only 1 hit. Nothing fancy here. I don't know why I throw the dice, but I do. There's a wound. Take it. Regular armor.
No AP?
No AP.
Okay, makes it.
Not a 3. Sweet. Gargoyles are going to shoot as well. So they are 3, 6, 9, 10. 2, 3 hits. 4 hits. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 hits. Oh, it's below average. We'll take it. 5s. 4s. 1 wound. They are T5.
T5.
So no wounds. All right.
That's smite. That's smite.
I'm telling you, it's interesting stuff. The only thing I have left are the big gunny things, and the questions are what I want to do with the big gunny things. So I'm going to pay 1 command point, and he's going to act as if he were stationary, so I'm out of command points again.
You're at 0?
Yep, we're going to dump some exploding funness.
I think your only target is the Invictor.
Or the unit in the building.
Can you see
I
inside?
moved so I could.
Okay.
That was the plan. I think I want to take them off that objective, so we're going to go for that. 3, 6, 9, 12. You know what I'm going to do first? I'm going to fire the Hive Guard first, and we'll see what we can do to the Invictor suit. We'll do that first. 6 shots into the Invictor. Here we go. Do not get to reroll 1s because I did move. No 1s anyway, so 4 hits. It's only 2 wounds, though. Not going to be enough to kill it.
AP.
-2.
5s. Okay, both go through.
D3s. Double 1s.
You bracketed him.
Way to go. And he's down to what, 6?
7.
7. 7. Do I pull the objective unit in the middle? Oh, they're not on the top. They're on the bottom.
Right.
Yeah, no, I saw I got angle into the building. That's right. So they're on the bottom, but they get the bonus for arm cover save. Yeah. I got to read something. If I have to fire both sets of shots at the same target or not. Usually you do with guard, but I don't know about this guy. Because he has 6 shots and 6 shots. Basically, he fires it twice.
Mm-hmm.
Just want to see if I can split that up here. Checking. Exocrine. Exocrine states. Instinctive behavior, symbiotic targeting. This model did not move in its movement phase, which I now use the second. Add 1 to the following shooting. Add 1 to its hit rolls in the following shooting phase. It makes it 3+. And the number of shots, heavy 6. Weapons beast. If this model did not move in its movement phase, which is counted as stationary, it can shoot all of its weapons twice in your shooting phase. So it doesn't say to the same target. So it can choose 2 different targets. I think I'm going to do that. So we're going to go 6 into this unit in the building, and we're going to go 6 into that guy. So 6 into the unit in the building. Here we go. Rerolling 1s and 2 judges there. So we add 2 more hits, and there's 1, 2. So this is the unit in the building. wounds. Wounding on 3s. Only 5 at -3. They could live.
5s.
Only, yep, at -3.
Well, they get that +1 to their armor save for being in a building, right?
Correct. It does
So-
not ignore cover. 5s it is.
And 4 go through.
Cool. Down to 1. That's that magic number that I love so much with Space Wolves. If you remember from the previous stream. I think this is my 3rd stream too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going on to the Invictor Warsuit. Here we go. Rerolling the 1s. There's only 1 judge there. Still only 1 judge. So 1 additional hit. And these are strength 7, T7, so wounding on 4s.
T6.
Oh, T6?
T6.
So wounding on 3s. That makes a difference. So there are 4 wounds there at -3 and 2 damage apiece.
2 go through.
It's 4 damage. He's down to 3. You got bracketed him one more time.
Yep, I think he's at his last bracket.
All right. Charges. We're going to do a long charge here for the 9.
And then you're out of combat with the Thunderwolves.
Yeah, so we have to come in and charge there. So I'm going to charge with the Hive Tyrant. So long charge first. That's
Yep.
right. 9. Didn't get it. All right. So Hive Tyrant. I got that one. And then he's actually going to come in and help just in case. And he made it as well. So I'm sure that's a...
What if the Space Wolves wanted to fire Overwatch?
I don't have a CP.
Yeah, I have CP left. Yeah, it's a 7, 6, 7. Let me measure that. He may not. I rolled a 7. So I think he made it. And where mine's way over there. Yeah, it's 7. Okay, so
That's
both
one
those
thing
made it.
about the Custodes play. He carries a 35-foot tape measure, so he never has to worry about where his tape measure is.
Oh yeah, that size of that thing, that was pretty awesome.
He's like, hey, I've had this forever and I've never lost it.
So we wanted him to be doubly dead because he's kind of scary and a thing. Oh yeah, that charge. It's now longer because you pulled models that were over
Yeah,
here.
so you're at a 10.
I'll try a nice long charge with the Lictor with an inert reroll. Nope. Inert reroll. Ha! 10.
There you go.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so Lictor actually gets to come play. I'll just place him. His 3-inch
Yep.
move will get him on there. That's kind of neat. That wasn't expected. That was not my plan. That works though. Okay, and then they fell back so they can't charge. Where's my midfield
Do you
scrambler?
want to charge these
Supposed
guys?
to be. I didn't even pull a midfield scrambler this turn.
Nope.
Because I charged with the Lictor. Yep. So I can't charge. They ran with them.
Oh, that's right.
Yep. So they didn't get charges. All right. So that's the end of my charges. Any pile-ins? All the fun things. Yep.
Okay, we're going to move in with these guys. Heroically intervene here. And there's no way.
But you just
Oh.
by doing that, it allows me to pile in 6 inches here. The whole unit can move 6 inches as pile-ins and it consolidates. So I will get more models on that objective if you do that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but I get to hit first.
That's fine. Well, you know, you do get to will be first. You could choose that one first. Yeah, you can.
And that's 21 hits exploding, or 21 attacks exploding 6s, hitting on 2s, wounding on 3s.
It's pretty good.
And there's only 16 of them.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Okay.
All right. We're happy campers.
So
I just thought I'd make sure to make the mention on that.
Yeah.
He's got the inner built-in 6-inch
Oh, yeah,
pile-in.
he does.
Skaboom.
That was the other one.
That was the other one. And I stayed outside of 3 here because he didn't have a command point.
Yeah.
We're getting in the meat of it now.
Yes, we are. And I'm down to 1 more. I got to do a midfield scrambler someplace, sometime. And you have no command points for interrupts. So I'm just going to go down the line. We'll start with the Lictor.
No one has any command points.
Exactly. So we're going to start with the Lictor. I believe he's only got 3 attacks. I'm never getting to combat, but I know they do 2 damage each if they hit and stick. Wow, a Lictor in combat instead of being a scrambler? What is this? That's not how they work. Grasping Talons. Number of attacks is actually 3, but the hits on 2s. pretty decent. So hits on 2s and strength 6, so wounds on 3s. So hits on 2s. Rolled a double 1. Wounds on 3s. 1. 1, -1, sir. 4 up or he dies.
Okay, good.
Good. Now he's going to have to swing back and smack me in the face. All the neat things. We do have there. You want to just pull him? right.
He's got 1 wound left.
Yep. Okay. So
Poor Wolf.
Actually, wait, no. That's
that's the unwounded one. I finished the
he's
other
got-
one off.
Well, he's got 4.
So
We'll
5?
see. We'll see how the first one goes.
All hits. This is the flying hive tyrant. And he wounds 4 times. You can do it. And he fails and he dies.
He's dead.
Okay.
Thank you.
So we got a 3-inch consolidate. I'll do that direction. And then we'll have, because these guys are closest. And he'll take a 3 pile and 3 consolidate. Because he hasn't done anything yet. So I'll take a 3 pile and a little closer, a 3 consolidate. It doesn't really matter too much, but there he goes. All right, so that's that. And then that corner's you.
4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 21.
All the fun things.
Space Wolves are coming. You want to see some 6s, huh?
Yep.
There's a couple.
Pull the 1s first, and 1, 2.
Only down 1. 20?
Are you going to splatter some guns?
Yeah, looks like it.
And on 3s.
Ooh, some 1s there.
Yeah, some 1s and some 2s.
Picking up some dice here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Put a solid dent in them, huh?
10, 11, 12.
How many did you have, John?
15.
15, not 16. So,
And he's going to owe some morale.
oh yeah.
But that's at the end, right? He gets a hit with
Oh yeah.
it, right?
Correct.
I get
But
to jump
I'm-
on the objective and swing and maybe kill one.
I'm not concerned about that. I was concerned about holding that objective.
Yep. And I don't think I'll do enough damage to finish that for decadence. Okay, so we have 2 attacks apiece, and there's 3 left. 6 attacks hitting on 3s. In the box, Johnny. Only 3 hits. It's not going to be enough to kill him. Wounding on 5s. 1 wound. Regular armor.
And it goes through.
Cool.
And then I've got the Chappie.
Yep. All the fun things.
5 attacks, hitting on 2s. With 1, I drop 1, but I get a 6. Wounding on, what's the
T3.
2s? Miss 1, 4 go through.
2 damage apiece.
Yep.
8, so 2 models. All right. Leadership checks of awesome, right?
Yep.
So I believe you have 1 here. Did you swing back there already? No, you got to swing
No,
back
I didn't. So that's 4 because he's a sergeant.
there. And Wolfen are fearless, right?
What's that?
Wolfen are fearless.
No.
They only lost 2 models. So
2 go through.
Leadership's probably fine. 2 go through.
Yep.
Nice. Regular armor.
Neg 2.
5. No, neg 2.
Neg
Nothing.
2.
And 2 wounds. He's down to 2. It's too bad.
Yeah, I don't think Wolfen are fearless.
But they only lost 2 wounds. Or 2
But their
models,
leadership
so.
7.
Yeah. Well, they lost 2 models. So leadership 7, 5, a 6 will fail.
In the box. It's 2.
Good. And so I got a couple myself. We've got the fancy one of the combat of gaunts over there. And they're going to fail. So 1 breaks. And the remaining 2. Another one runs. And 1 stays. So there's 1 gaunt there. Yay.
Douglas Brevert says howl.
Says what?
Howl.
Ow!
Yeah, Wolf Brothers. And then there's 1 more over there. And that one I need his leadership's a 4.
Murder chant.
Lost
Oh, is that a
2.
spaceful thing?
So I need a
I
1.
don't know what murder chain is.
There's a 1.
Oh!
Oh, Wes,
Oh.
that's my objective.
No.
That was worth it. Way to go, Rippers.
Ah.
Amazingly so. Stood up to the chaplain, nibbling at his heels.
So that's the end of...
That's the end of his turn 3.
Yep, and I did get into deployment zone, and now I have 2 units still there. 3, well, he didn't make it in, I don't think. No, he's not. So 2 units, so I get my 4 points for behind enemy lines.
Oh, you know, they get 4 more for that, so you have 58 on that.
Correct.
And what about priority target?
Priority target, I still have my priority target for 3, but I do not hold his yet for 5, so...
You're up to 9 on that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the end? Did you get all 3 of your scramblers?
Nope.
Not yet.
So we'll save that. So at the end of battle round 3, John's on 42, Zach's on 57. So Zach's going on to, let me flip this over here, Zach. Give me 1 second. Zach's at the top of turn 4. Let me make sure that's the right side. Yep, and you get a command point.
What's his
there.
movement now? Down to like 6?
Yep.
Got it.
Oh, I've been moving him 8. Apparently he's moving 10.
Zach, what is your
10.
primary? 10?
He's got the middle objective still, and this one over here.
So Zach, you're at 67 with 1 command point. John, you're on 42.
Okay.
What you got to do in this turn? You got to try and wipe him out?
There's no way I'm going to wipe him, but right now we're just holding on. He's still got some of his heavy hitters. I don't, so...
You got a heavy hitter unit still. All hammers.
Yeah.
You lost the claw guy?
Yeah, I took him.
Okay, so you got heavy hitters still. Hammers are still good. I tried to double screen out that, keep you off my primary objective. Hopefully that works out. That unit, I'm sure, is going down the toilet, but we'll see how that works out.
We're going to do the +2 to charge and the... So he doesn't get that. And
You rolled
now-
another 1?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And he's going to do the hits to himself.
Yep.
The +1 to his wounds.
Yeah. You'll be wiping that guy off the board.
Hopefully. No psychic movement. How many is he? He's got 8 left.
Yes. Swarmlord has 2 left.
Where is mine?
Oh.
Thank you. So 8 puts him there. That puts him at an impossible charge. 11.
Do they still have an innate ability to reroll charges even after the turn they arrive? Or just okay, all the time?
All
Got
the
it.
time.
That's kind of nice. Lictors only get it the turn they actually arrive.
That gets him a 9.
That's a doable charge.
Okay, we're going to advance with the Fenrisinals 16. No way I can make that charge. So I think we'll just run up the board.
Still moving right along there.
And these guys are on the bottom floor.
You can come help out. Deal with the
I
lictor.
don't have a bottom floor there.
I go around. Still makes a decent charge.
That's still like a 4-inch charge.
Yeah, is there on the bottom? Yeah, it'll be a 4. You're good.
Hey,
All
you
the-
still got your one guy alive up there, huh? With the wicker.
Mm-hmm. Move them, move them, move them, move. Everybody's moved. Okay.
He's now shooting on 5s, right?
5s or 6s?
5s. Down 2 notches.
Okay, so we're gonna do 5 pistol shots in here.
Yeah, that should do it.
That's the hope. 3s. They all go through. And they all hit. Or they all wound.
Mm-hmm. Pop. Dead gun.
He should have a pistol too, the incursor.
He does. Yep.
So
Sidearm.
3
Blam.
and 5. Nope.
Yep.
The 5 assault intercept. No, they can't see him because they're the wall. Well, they're touching. If they can fight through the wall, can they shoot through the wall?
You have to be able to see. Still, you are. It's,
Okay.
as soon as you touch it, you open it up for natural line of sight. Like so.
Right.
Around, for where they're at. Yeah, they're basically back here up against this wall. So, be difficult for line, but other things.
We're gonna do. Let's see. What are we gonna do?
Him or them or.
No, the Invictor. I don't have anything within range of them. They're 18-inch.
Yeah. Gaunts maybe or gargoyles. I mean. Yeah,
Oh,
gargoyle
okay.
unit.
Oh, we'll do 5 shots into the gargoyle unit. 3s and 3s. 2 go through.
Yep. -1 pistols, right?
Correct. The heavy.
That is a pretty big pile of dead models. But it's a lot more models than the last time I fought him. Last time I fought him, I think I killed like 12 in the whole game.
Yes.
And like yeah.
Well, we were bottled up a lot more.
And I played the Gaunt Carpet too, so it wasn't really designed to kill anything.
No, it was pure denial.
This one's a little bit different.
I should have 18 on that. Yeah. I'm trying to think of how to split the shots here.
The split fire ever end well.
Yes, when you're shooting a single Gaunt that's floating around in the backfield.
He's been floating there the whole game.
He has been floating there the whole game.
And that's a problem. We'll do the Fragstorm grenade launcher into the single Gaunt.
Okay.
How many wounds does the X-Screen have?
12.
And how many wounds do they have total?
I want to say 3 each.
So 9. But I've got intervening terrain, so it's going to be another plus. That's what he'll be hitting on 6s.
6s, yep.
So yeah, we'll do the Fragstorm into the single Gaunt and then everything else into the Execrene.
Sounds good. He's
So-
T8. The X screen's T8.
Well, that's not. We'll do everything. No. Yeah, we'll do the Fragstorm into the Gaunt and then everything else into the Swarm Lord.
Got it. There you go.
Because that's not intervening. That's just the rubble.
Nope, that's clear. So you're hitting on 5s.
So we'll do the D6 first. So 2 shots into.
Gaunt.
Yep.
Come on, hit.
1 hits
That's all that matters. Wound.
and wound.
Neg a bunch.
Neg nothing.
Oh, neg nothing.
Neg
Hold
nothing.
on. Cheeky 6. I'll get the judge dice.
It's going to be a 6.
Cheeky 6. There it is. Cheeky 6, and he stands there. No, it's a 5. So close. Too bad he's not. He's not. He's taking cover behind the exocrine here. No.
So heavy
I can be
bolt.
that guy.
1 goes through. And strength 5 T6. Or
Against T7.
T7. So 5. Nothing.
Yep.
6.
That was his sidearm heavy bolter.
Yeah, that was a heavy bolter. Now we've got the twin iron hail autocannon on 5s.
The
And-
titty guns.
2 go through. On 4s. 1 goes through.
Strength.
Strength 7.
Okay. So 4 up. Oh, single damage, 2 damage.
2 damage.
What do I want to? I have no command points left. That's gonna do it.
Well, that ruins the 8 shots, but whatever. I'm good with that.
Hey, you killed it. You guaranteed it died, which is what was needed. Now you just need to make that excessively long charge with the Wolfen, and we'll be in good shape.
I haven't shot with them yet, have I? Oh yeah, I did shoot. I killed that dude. Absolver bolt pistol on. I think that it's on a 6, but not on a 1. Okay, so that should be 9.
Yep, it's supposed to be.
Yeah, we just have to move that guy around
That's
because he has
fine.
actually
Yep.
8. So we will. Who do I want to go first?
That's a 6. If you want him.
Yeah, we'll do. Here's the thing. I did my Fenrisian wolves at a 2, and I got a 9, and then I come over here to the Wolfen, and I get like 6s. So,
Where do you want to start?
We'll try the Wolfen first into
That's the 9, right?
That's a 9.
Yep.
Should be a 9.
Yep. You're at, just inside the 10. So
4. Come
you
on.
roll 9.
7.
Damn it.
Okay. We'll do the
6?
Redemptor. 6. 6 exactly.
Exactly. Beautiful. Right on in.
And then we'll do the Assault Intercessors 9 into the
Yep.
Bots. Double 1s.
They didn't want to leave that objective. They were like, "We're happy here. Why are you making us leave,
Oh.
boss?"
And then 4 inches.
Yeah, 4 into the
assault
lictor.
Into the lictor. 10.
There's the 10.
Yeah, there we go. That's what I needed.
Yeah, so they're all having fun up in here. Come on in. Buddies are coming around the corner. Rah. Surround the lictor. This is how lictors die. Surrounded. You got to trap them so they can't run away.
We're going to start with the Invictor. 5 attacks. Hitting on 5s. Actually, 4s. Because you charged. And he missed with 2. Got a 6.
And strength is a bunch.
Strength is times 2, so strength 14.
So it wouldn't have gone 3s.
And all of them go through. AP neg 4.
So I got 5 ups.
3 damage each.
4.
4.
2 go through. So 3 damage each.
Yep.
Lose 6. Any other charges you made?
That
That
one
one?
right there. So that's
All right,
4.
we'll just pick the lictor up. We'll
Okay.
save that time. All right. So that's how you catch a lictor. You put him in a corner, surround him, and chain sword him to fish pieces.
So first continued.
I get to choose the first continued.
I think that's the one.
I think that's the only one where it benefits. That one you've already attacked, so I think I will attack with the Ripper there. Because, yeah, Ripper! Missed with all of them. So, there we go.
And 4 attacks on 2s.
Exocrine has combat stuff? What does an Exocrine do in combat? They usually shoot. What does an Exocrine do in combat?
And should be on
Exocrine
2s again.
Exocrine has...
And that's 4 went through at negative 2. 2 damage each.
Powerful limbs. Neg 1, 2 damage apiece. He attacks. He's down to his second bracket, so he attacks D3 times, hitting on 4s. No, 5s? Hold on. Hitting on 5s. Oh, no. It's considered to be double the number of damage, so he's hitting on his 4s. So he's still counted as having his higher bracket because of the Derbic symbiosis. So he's still hitting on 4s in combat.
And then they've got 4 wounds
3
at AP
attacks.
neg 2.
4 wounds?
Yep.
Yeah. That's a dead. Ripper. All right. Taking away my behind enemy lines points. I love it. All right, so we got 3 attacks back, hitting on 4s. That's only 1 hit. Strength of user, which is only a 7. Failed to wound.
Wait,
Nope.
what was it?
2.
Oh. Okay.
Failed to wound.
Yeah, no, I just want to make sure.
Even
Because
if
he's
it's
T6.
yeah, still needed a 3.
Yeah.
Either way.
I just...
Gotcha. Well, that was a nice tie-up, wasn't it?
Yep.
All right.
Is that?
So that's the end of my turn. I get...
Hold on a second. Let me get here.
I get all my engage.
So you are engaged in all fronts. How much you get?
3.
You got all 3 on engage.
How about Warrior Pride?
3.
They're up to 9. And priority target?
3.
3. So at the end of your turn, Zach, you are up to 76. So we're going to John's turn 4. Let me pop that
And
over
only
there.
10 points in primary. So I still hold this one, even though it's not an OS.
So John's.
Because this
Yeah,
guy's
because
touching
you
it.
got 2.
Yep, 2 units.
And how much primary do you have?
10.
Oh, you're up to 1. John.
Where's your... Did you want him touching? Because technically he's not.
Oh, yeah, that was the plan. That's where I set him.
Perfect.
Sorry.
Nope.
He was just on the edge.
No, I assumed...
That was the
close,
3-inch
I'm like,
consolidate to move on to the objective. That was... Yeah,
There-
yeah, that's
there's
right.
like-
That was the
there-
intention.
There's like this little sliver of white, and I'm like, yeah,
I'm seeing white.
not being that guy.
The whites of it. Loving it.
You're not touching.
No.
Zach, you're at 76. John, you're at 52. At the bottom of 4. And you both have 1 rich command point.
You didn't use yours?
Nope.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
And we,
So I'm just barely going to move these guys out to where you can't actually
and I
charge
don't know if
them.
you guys care for like timing yourselves, but you're at 2 hours and 53 minutes.
Yeah, we're moving. We've been at it for a while. It's time to finish some fun stuff up. So this gaunt unit is, you do have your command point to extend it to 6 inches?
Mhm.
Okay. So this unit's going to run. Gaunt unit in the back. They're going to move their 5. That's going to be 13 inches. Woot woot. Let go.
Where are they going?
That way. This unit, gargoyles, are going to move to the middle and do my final scrambler, so I don't miss that. I think I'm just going to move to this objective, which is in the middle of the field. They have 12 inches of movement, and they're going to scramble there. So final scrambler will take care of on turn 4. This is turn 4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the end of your turn 4.
Bottom of turn.
All the good things.
Bottom on 4, sorry.
Oh, this gaunt unit.
Charge the wolfen.
Not gonna happen. We're gonna, because you have command points now, we're gonna stay at the 7-inch range. We're gonna have to run with them to do that. In the box, Johnny. Yeah, 2 extra inches is 8. That'll work. They're just playing screens. This fancy turd bird is gonna move forward. We're going to run with him. 2, so he's going to move over 2, down 5. And the hive guard are going to move forward.
What you looking at, Zach?
Just seeing where I'm at with. So I'm maxed out. No, I'm not maxed out on anything. I'm almost maxed out on priority target. Unless he stays away from me, I'll max out on Warrior Pride too.
So
Or
we're
not
going to...
max, sorry, get 12. It's hard to max that one.
Unless you get him on first turn, huh?
Yeah, which doesn't happen, but 12 guaranteed
We're going to run with him.
secondaries
Yeah.
is pretty darn good.
Running with the Flyrant. Going to be 5 plus his 16, because he's still above it.
21.
Come right by the masses here. And this is kind of a weird maneuver, but I'll show you what I'm attempting to do. So by maneuvering that far, obviously not maintaining the back line, not trying to hold it, not trying to do any of that fun stuff, I'm actually going to move again with my 1 command point.
Ah,
And that's going to allow me to move and run a second time, but I can't do anything else. No charges, no nothing else. So he's basically going to take, because it's in this
4
movement
points for line
phase,
breaker.
so I'm going to move the 21 inches again. So he's just going to move his 21 inches, and this one I'm going to put all the way back over here.
So you spent your last command point, John?
Yeah.
Okay, so John's like down to 0.
just looking for any way I can get to him.
Yeah, there's that. The Hive Guard are going to pummel into your individual guy here, I think.
Nope, they're inside.
Doesn't
you
matter.
see?
I don't need to see them. They don't need line of sight.
Oh, so the single guy?
I'm thinking the single guy because I just want him dead. I don't really have the targets. Either that or shoot the wolf in. I think I'm going to shoot actually wolf in probably better. Do you have storm shields?
Mm-hmm.
And your 3-up armor, so it goes to a 2-up.
Nope, it's 4-up goes to a 3-up.
4-up goes to a 3-up. So back down to a 4-up.
Yeah, so it's
Either way,
3-up
it's a-
armor or 4-up invuln.
Got it. We'll put the cannons here.
Into the wolfen.
Yeah. Actually, let's start by shooting the Invictor Dreadnought. I didn't move this turn, so he has 12 shots. Oh, psychics. Hello. I'm in the end of the movement phase. Before I do any shooting, psychic phase. We're going to do Symbio Storm here. Goes off on an 8.
Symbiote Storm is the one that gives them exploding sixes, right?
Correct.
On an 8.
Yeah.
You guys spend that?
No, I'm going to need that for other things.
All right. Next thing we're going to do is Smite into your Dreadnought. Does not go off. Oh, we rolled a 1. Sorry, it's a 3 and a 1. He rerolls 1s when making psychic tests because he's a narrow throat. Still a 1. That expected not to happen. There we go. Narrow throat.
Change the past, John.
I cannot change it. Over there, we got all the fun stuff. So we're going to do Catalyst into himself. Yeah.
Doesn't mean anything. He can't do anything with it, right?
No,
Or does that
no.
give him the 5-up feel no? Well, even still.
He can do psychic tests, psychic powers, but that's it.
No, I'm saying for the catalyst because the catalyst is to.
Feel no pain, yeah.
Okay.
I think I'm actually going to put it into the gaunts. It does go off on a 6. Exactly a 6. Into the gaunts. And then he's going to smite your little guys over there. And I need a 6 because the second time. It's a 9, so that's D3 mortal wounds into your guys. It's going to be 3 mortal wounds. It kills 2 guys, right?
Yep. Because one had a wound.
Alright, 5 on 5, shooting here. Only 1 hit. And 5 again. Oh, there's a 6, so 1 wound.
On who?
Regular armor.
3.
3 up.
Okay, made it.
Cool. And then we're going to fancy, because he's my only target. Yeah, we need to kill that Dreadnought. So, or that Dready thing.
I wish he was a dreadnought.
9, 12.
Then you reduce damage by 1.
The baby carrier, right?
I want to make sure I didn't just screw up so I don't cheat. She took my phone.
She's right here.
No. No. So the Exocrine. Hold on. I just need to see if it's not a blast weapon. That would suck. Exocrine. No, just heavy 6. Good. Whew. Okay. Because if it was blast, I'd be all scared. I'm like, no! Just a heavy 6. So, I'm going to do it this way. We're going to go 6 into him, and if it kills him, we'll do a 6 into that one. Does that work?
Yep.
He's going to fire it twice. So we'll try that. If it works, awesome. If it doesn't, I'm going to lose. So here we go. Reroll 1s, but I hit on 4 of them, and no exploding 6s. Needing 3s. There is 3 negative 3s.
So 3 6s. How much damage each?
2 each.
How much?
He has 3 left. So you got to pass 2 of them.
Not a 1.
Does he explode?
No.
The other one's going into the wolf in here. There's an exploding 6. So I'll leave one of those misses in the box. And then wounding on... There's 3 wounds there.
T5.
Yeah, it's strength 7.
Okay. 3 wounds.
Mm-hmm.
And they're 2 damage each.
Yep.
3 4-ups.
Yep.
Make them all.
Nice. That was beautiful. All right. Well,
Totally not expecting that.
so we're going to go Hive Guard into your unit in the back there.
Yeah, you can't see him.
I
Obstructing.
don't need to see him. Remember?
Oh, that's right. Wait.
36.
You decided not to shoot it.
I decided to change
Okay.
and shoot this guy first to finish out to see if I wanted to shoot there or shoot back there. And I think I'm going to put it back there. So we'll go 6 shots into the unit back there. They did move, however, so they're not re-rolling the 1s. And I did get a couple of 1s there, so that kind of sucked. But
They still get the +1 to the.
still have strength 8s. They wound on 2s. So that is 4 wounds at -2.
5s or 4s.
It's -2.
The terrain though.
You're not in it. You're out in the
Oh
open.
yeah. 3 go through.
That's 3 dead, or 3 D3. Hold on, it's D3 damage each. So first one, 3. Second one, 3. Third one, 4, 2. So that's enough. Killed the unit.
Pretty good shot.
That was luck. And I got my behind enemy lines points.
Did you shoot your gargoyles? Or you advanced?
They're doing the scrambler.
Okay.
That's my 3rd scrambler. They moved out of the deployment zone 12 inches. They're 6 inches off the.
So is that it?
Center
Or
line.
he's charging?
I don't have any charges really. I mean, I don't really want to. I stayed 6 inches away from everything. Gargoyles do what they do. People do what they do. I made the Gaunts have the 6-up feel no pain just in case he had guys left to shoot at them or charge them. So I'd still have something that would be back here for my additional behind enemy lines points later in the game. Because I am the one who went second.
So you got.
So I did get behind enemy lines again.
So that's 4 more. So you're up to 12.
Yep.
How
Oh,
about-
he had to take a mortal wound test because the fancy thing. On a roll of a 1, he takes a mortal wound. Not a 1. Because that was part of the adrenal surge when they run across the board. When he moves that fast,
Gotcha.
they could explode.
So hold on real quick.
They don't explode, they take a mortal wound. But
So you get your 10 for display scramblers now?
yes, I get my 10 points for deploy scramblers.
Okay, you get
I've got my-
34 for priority target.
Yep, I got 3 more for priority target.
So up to 12. So okay, hold on.
If I had played a little more risky and placed that model there, I'd have had 5 for priority target
So
this
at the
turn.
end of battle round 4, it's John 69, Zack 76. So we're gonna go out to Zack's turn 5. Hold on, let me get this here.
And he's going to hold
2.
2, so 10 points.
So Zack, you get, what was that?
He gets 10 in primary.
Oh, give me 1 second. So he's player 2, so he gets 10 in primary,
Mhm.
and he gets the all important juicy command point. So he's up to 2. Look at this guy. So 85. This is Zack's final turn.
I want to. This is turn 5.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to swoop the board real quick. This is going to be our final turn here. What's your plan for the final turn there, Zach? Do you have a what's the motion of the ocean, sir?
I want to try to get back onto 3. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that. I'm gonna need a huge. Even if I advance here, charge, I'm not gonna be able to get back onto that. So you essentially denied me that one. Keep him there. Probably bring the Wolfen over to take them out, and then move them out. The Reavers should be able to come up and get a charge off on them. So.
You got to keep charging 2 units a turn, right, to get that benefit.
Or
for
be
that.
in engagement range.
Or be
Yeah.
within engagement range. So you still got to get the 2 charges off, which shouldn't be a problem with the number of things you got going on here.
So actually, the hope is to get you off of this, and maybe get over here.
Got it.
There's
I don't.
no way
I
can
don't
get
score
there.
my primary points till the end of my 5th battle round, though. So that's the new thing. I want
Right,
to try.
but if I get to, I don't remember if I get points just for holding yours.
You'll get for this one.
Yeah, so if I can take yours, then I get 3 points.
Yeah, you'll get 3 points as well.
And right now, the only thing holding it, if I can get
Is-
my OBSEC over there.
These OBSEC?
No, but these are.
Ah, yeah, that's kind of a long shot.
Well, if I get to move 6, charge into them, and then consolidate over there, I've got a strat to consolidate 6.
Oh, that's not bad. That's an option.
Or move these guys over and then consolidate 6 this way.
And they
So-
are triggered by feel no pain. So
Right, so we're going to start off, we're going to do the plus 2 inch to charge. Which he
it
gets,
went off finally.
and then he's going to do the plus 1 to wound on the wolves.
Got it.
Which goes off.
Got it. All the good things. Split screen?
What?
The split screen? Here we go, down to the wire here.
Do you want to measure that and see if you're within 3? I don't want to get you.
Oh, you can't. You can target him. He's more than 10 wounds. He started out with 12 wounds.
I thought it was. Oh,
He started out with
okay.
12 wounds. You can shoot him all day long. He's a flying hive tyrant.
Well,
Shoot the crap out of him.
didn't think about that.
It's all good. Do you want to walk off your objective? Well, it doesn't matter now. I mean, you've already passed the point of gaining points for that objective.
Right.
You could deny me points for my movements. But the most I can get, can I get, where am I at primaries wise? I've gained 10,
John,
10,
on primary, you've
5.
got 10,
You're at 25.
Yeah, 25.
So I could potentially jump to 40, but that's the best I can get.
It's gonna take something because if he gets his 3 points, puts him on an 89.
Advance the wolves, and they're gonna go 15. So that'll end up being a 5-inch charge, 4-inch charge, somewhere in there. Advance the reavers. No, we're gonna. No,
Decisions,
gonna
decisions.
move.
At the end of the game, it's tough sometimes.
Keep him there.
This will be a good review for Zack before he heads over to the tournament.
That's a
Exactly.
7-inch.
How often have you played Bugs with the Space Wolves, Zack?
This is the second game.
The last time we played, he played the carp. I played the carpet, and it was right at the very beginning of him playing the Space Wolves. He had just gotten, I think, only a game or 2 under his belt.
No, that was the first game.
First game, very first game.
Because
So-
I had the curse of the newly painted army.
That's right. That's right. That's right. You did real pretty horrible that game.
Yeah. John, the stand-up guy that he is, because he had one unpainted model out of like 150. He's like, no, well, you won.
I lost a gaunt, and I had to repaint one, and it was just basically primered with wash on it, and I didn't get it done in time. But yeah, that's the way it goes. You know, you played a fantastic game. You had some pretty bad dice rolls. It was a great game. I had a blast. You know, don't get too many people coming over to my house to play, and it was a nice treat.
That was a lot of fun too, and it's a good way to go back over everything. Especially that was the first game of 9th. That was the first game with the Wolves.
First game against Bugs.
First game against it was a lot of firsts.
Yeah.
Okay, so
The guns, Duke. The guns.
I really don't have anything. I've got the Absolver Bolt
Got some
pistol
pistols.
and those pistols, but I don't want to shoot them because you're going to start pulling them to make this charge harder. So I'm
It's
not
up to you.
really keen to shoot anything right now.
All right, sounds good.
So let's see, what's this charge I need? It's showing 6, just inside 7. So I get +2, so I need a 4. So the
So
wolves,
I've had this every. Keep going. I've had this every turn, right? So I've only.
I got a 4.
Nice.
Yeah, so you
Jeez.
had your priority target. You're up to 12 on priority target. And he's
Oh,
at
actually, sorry, I did want to shoot 1.
Yeah. Fire away. Fire away.
2 and
T7.
T7, so 5. Nope.
Okay.
Can't change the past.
Do you want to end within 3 inches for heroic intervention?
No.
Okay. No problem. I just wanted to ask that. Make sure that that's clear, so your intentions are good.
Yep. The goal is to wipe these guys out and get hopefully. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do that. I'm not gonna be able to get over there, but still. Let's see. I need a 7 here.
Because I'm looking at end
8.
game here. So at most I'm going to be able to get is going to put me at 40 on the primary. So I'm going to fall 5 points shy on the primary. It's -2 to the charge going to them because they're on the.
Well, but I only have to be 1 inch vertical or 5 inch vertical, 1 inch horizontal.
Understood. Got it. So you just need a.
I just need to touch the base.
6, 5, 5.
So 5
If
rerolling.
you go around, it's 5. You go through it, it's still 4. But you made it.
Yeah. So, well, we're gonna take the whole movement. We're gonna take
How
the
far?
whole 10.
10.
So,
I'm sorry, I moved the first guy for you.
Nope,
I'll
no
let you do
worries.
it.
let's, bam, there we go. Which should still be within an inch.
Mm-hmm. The hammers should do pretty good at making short work of them.
7. And that should be my last charge. They made it. They made it. They made it. So yeah, that's the last charge. 7 exactly.
Making them work for it.
Okay. So we're gonna start with the Reavers.
I have no command points to interrupt, so just
Okay.
start throwing the dice and killing stuff and
Reavers. So
making it happen.
3.
Did I lose 2 there already? Yeah, I did. So I'm down to 8 there.
Go to the overhead now.
Yeah, of course.
So 16 attacks hitting on 2s.
Finishing out here. Yep.
With exploding 6s, I cocked again. There we go. Didn't drop any, and I got 1, 6. And on 3s.
Winning on 3s. Yep.
Some splattering gargoyles, huh?
Yep.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 at -1.
Gargoyles, floated away.
Bats everywhere. Bats.
And to me, that was a must because
Yep.
the fly, his movement on that, if I wouldn't have wiped them, is not good for me. We will go. We'll go into the Hive Guard next. Yeah, we'll go into the Hive Guard next.
So the Wolven have held on, huh?
Surprisingly.
Yeah, last round of fire, they didn't take any of it. They just sucked it all in and shielded it all. But I mean, they haven't killed anything yet. They've failed 2 charges 2 turns in a row, so they needed to get into something. They need to taste the blood, and here they are tasting the blood. Finally, at the bottom of 5 or top of 5.
Well, if they do this, then they're earning their keep.
That's right. Because it is like 135 point unit he's wiping out. And hitting on
So on 3s, no 6s.
But you just need to connect with those. That's wounding on 3s. Because they're T5.
I'm strength 5 times 2.
Oh, nice. You're
2s.
10. 2s.
And I drop 3.
So flat 3 each.
What's their save?
4 up. And it's -2 plus you're in your assault doctrine, so -3. So just flat 3 damage each, right? Because they're hammers.
Yeah.
So that's 3
He has
dead.
no save, right?
Yeah,
Yep, so
it's 3 dead models.
perfect.
So our space wants to do work.
And now, you need to use the command point for that, because I've got 3 models on there, which is going to
Make
take
that all
that
kinds
from
of
you.
fun.
Well, that takes it from you.
Well, I don't gain it at the beginning of my turn. I gain
No,
it at
but
the end of my
but
turn.
I get 3 points for it now, because there's no way I can make it to this one.
Oh, good point.
So
Got it.
So that was
That was
another
crucial
must.
for you. And then Gaunts
Yeah, I'm just trying. It doesn't matter.
is 21 attacks, right?
Yep.
I just pull Gaunts. We know how that works. Pile ends and Gaunts die, and that's how that goes.
Not if
I
that
take the
mattered.
guns off the gaunt table and put them back on the gaunt table.
Hey, that's how it goes. That was a lot of good clearance, though. To be honest with you.
So 3,
Making it extremely difficult to get the 15.
3.
So what are you going to have left after this? Your big flyer?
I'm going to have the flyer, hopefully the Gaunts, because they have the
1,
feel no
2,
pain
3,
on them right
4,
now. So
5, 6, 7.
see how many damage you can do and how many feel no pains I can make. If I have 1 Gaunt living, I'm a happy man.
So 2's exploding 6s. Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, so they went right back.
All of them but 1.
That's not bad.
So that's 20, and I'm strength 4.
Yeah, winning on 3s.
Nope, but I did the +1 a wound.
Ah, so you're
Twos.
winning on 2s. Brutal. This is the power of a chaplain.
So
How many?
17.
All kinds of good.
How many do you have there?
Huh?
How many does he have there?
Less than 17.
Way less. I think he's got
It's a
10.
10-9 unit. Yep.
So he's going to have to make 6 5-ups.
Yep. And I made 1, 2, 3. These are only 20. These are 20 dice, right, Johnny? Was that 20 dice?
30.
Oh shit! I'll re-roll. Hold on. I just took a 3 out and rolled a whole bunch of dice. All right. So not that many wounds. My bad. It was 30 dice.
I had 17.
3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16, 17. Here we go. 5s. That's enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. So I lose 1, 2, 3, 4,
10.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Exactly
You
10.
lose the whole
Exactly
kit and
10.
caboodle.
I think this turn was a crucial turn, and I think he pulled it really, really well. And they get 6-inch.
Oh,
Maybe
just outside.
shy.
Wait, hold on. Do they get? They might get a 4-inch.
He's going to the rule book.
We got last things. Let's see if it's there. I think you deny me enough points. I don't think I can get anything else at this point. So with the number of models that I have remaining, I cannot pull.
Yep, they get.
I can pull 10 points in primary at best at the end of my turn.
They do get an additional 1 to their pile-in and consolidate. So that gets. So I've got 7 to reach here. So
Okay.
I'm going to spend the command point, get him touching,
Good. Sounds good.
and
So you're down to 0 again?
nope.
No,
One left.
I've got 1 left.
So he's going to end up with his 3 points.
5.
In,
Are you
5.
done?
5. So well, you can't go 5. You're going to go only 3 more because you've had it every round. So you'll
Oh.
go to 3 was all you needed.
Oh,
Um,
okay. Well,
Wait, is he done?
Well, yes.
yeah.
But
there's-
he's put models on every objective. So even though I score at the end of my turn, this is going to be difficult. I have to remove and hold objectives. And the best I can do at the end of my turn is hold 10. And I lose the 3 points from being behind enemy lines because I lose the second unit that's back here. So there's no point for me to be back there, but I do need to get potentially this primary point. That will get me 3, and I can get 10. So the most I'm going to get is 13 points. Is that going to put me, where is it going to put me if I get 13 points at the end of this turn?
really
Well,
quick.
hold on, let's finish that.
I
You
get
engage.
3 for Warrior Pride,
Okay.
3 for Engage.
And you maxed out priority targets at 15.
Yep.
Okay.
So say that. So that puts you at 95 and you at 69 before your
Yeah,
turn starts.
there's literally no way to catch up. But I will pull as many points out as I can. We'll just finish it up. So we're just
what
going
do
to...
you get? What do you get for primary? Oh, you don't get primary till the
He doesn't. Well, yeah. He doesn't get primary until the end.
Yeah, so the only thing I can do is pull for a move, make that a 2-inch charge. Here and Symbiostorm. Yep, just to do it. It does not go off. I needed a 6. Burn my command point to re-roll it. Yep, there we go.
Okay. And that's a 9.
Yep.
I'm gonna burn my command point. Nope.
Okay. So that was salt in a wound. Not that guy. Okay. So 12 shots. Oh, second phase. The rest of the second phase. I'm going to try and do some mortal wounds to your wolves over there, and then we'll do it. Mortal wounds to the wolves. It does go off. D3 mortal wounds. 1 mortal wound to a wolf. 1 wolf dies. Feel no pain to himself. He's good. And that's that. So shooting. 12 shots into your wolves here to try and clear this objective. Rerolling 1s with exploding 6s, so I'm going to add 6 to the box. Well, you got invul saves. Serious.
I don't think I have that many.
Oh yeah.
Wounding on 3s. So 3, 6, 9 only. I want to see how resilient those turds are.
Not that resilient.
Okay, so they died.
So 6 go through.
That's that 2 wounds apiece. And then the charge here. Are they OS? They're not OS, are they?
No.
All right, so prehensile pincer tail. Huzzah! Hits. Does not. Oh, does not wound. No, you're T4. I'm strength 7. So 5. We're rolling 1s. I can hear you whispering. It's 5 dead wolves. And then a leadership check, and that's all I got.
So what'd you get? No behind enemy lines, right?
No, because I don't have 2 units back there.
Deploy scramblers was done priority target.
Priority target, I'll get at least 3,
So that
but I
makes you out
maxed
of
me out on
15.
priority target.
So the final score is 72 for John and 95 for Zach.
Great game, buddy.
Awesome.
Fantastic.
All right, that clocks us in at 3 hours and 22 minutes.
Loving it. Loving it.
So
All right.
we'll just let's do.
Hey, you're on camera.
So we got to do a quick. We'll do a quick wrap up since we've gone a little long here. So, what do you guys think?
Fantastic game. I love the board. A lot of fun to play on. Made a couple of movement errors in my, and bugs live and die by the movement phase, which most armies do, but bugs really live and die by the movement phase. I think I could have been positioned a little bit better. He just keeps reaching out and touching you. Wolves do a very good job of doing that. And when you touch bugs, they just, especially gaunts, they just die. And gaunt bodies, no matter how they are, they just kind of fall apart. I was really impressed with the Hive Tyrant. First time using him. I just finished building and painting him this week. So he actually did a lot of work. A lot of work. That was very impressive. Him against a 4-wound target, like against Outriders or against those, it's going to be really, really solid.
That's who I was worried about the most.
Yeah, out of all the guys, I did like it was a lot of command point hungry. Gosh, I didn't realize how between the two of them, between him and these are both very command point hungry units, but both of them survive. If it wouldn't have been this mission, I probably would have chosen While We Stand, which would have tried to keep these 2 models and the Swarm Lord alive, but because you didn't have a lot of shooting. But we ended up with this mission, so yeah, it was great. I had a blast, and it's neat that we both maxed on the mission. And the funny part is, I got my 3 points over here, and you got your 3 points.
Yeah.
You know, we both take each other's objective in the end of the game to do that. That was kind of neat. It's like, so we're both pushing, it was a bloodbath as we knew it was going to be. It's just so many bodies to chew through. You brought so many marine bodies in this meta. I think a heavy shooting army is going to do a little better against you, but I just didn't have it. I tried. The X-Screen did really, really well. I was very impressed with that model, too. Last time I put that on the table, it got shut off in the first turn.
That's the thing. I mean, shooting armies are as good as combat is.
Well, I hit it, but he flew airplanes back here, 2 birds, and deleted.
Well, now just imagine with like, what is it, a Dacajet with bombers? Or with the bombs?
Yeah. No, he used the Space Marine flyers.
Oh, yeah. But now if you've got bombs, then you can move over it, shoot it, and then you can bomb it off the board, too.
Oh, gosh, I know.
So aircraft are going to be a big thing.
So you ended up with 97 or 93 points?
95.
He ended up with 95.
95 points. So, you know, out of a maximum of 100, that's really good.
Yeah, I'm really pleased with how I did. I mean, you put up a great fight, and this was that last turn, deleting these guys, getting onto that objective, and deleting those guys, were huge.
Yeah. So the difference there would have been you would have been down 3 more points. So you would have been down to 92.
Well, if I hadn't made both of these, I would have been. Oh yeah, it was the 3.
So 3. So 92 points, and even if I'd have pulled the 15 out by jumping on more objectives than you, and getting my final one, I would have not had enough unless I had a second unit over here, this individual model. You killing exactly 10. That's what I needed. That's what needed. I needed 1 to stay alive because Fearless from the Swarm or from the Flyrant, and then it can move, and it would have been 2 units back here for 3 more points for me. So it would have been 3 more points, shot, held, but then I still wouldn't have had the objectives because you wiped everything else off.
Yeah.
So I couldn't have gotten 15. I mean, it's just really, you played really, really well. And then the last turn didn't give me many options at the end of T5. But I feel very good because normally I'm tabled.
Yeah.
I'm not tabled. So bugs usually win before they get tabled, but I played less of a... You went first too, so that's a hard thing for bugs to play second. Bugs really like to go first.
Actually, this is the first game I've played where I've gone first and won.
Really?
I had a 0% win rating going first.
No crap.
See, now yeah.
And the
I have a 1% win rating going
Yep.
first.
And-
One win rating.
I think the reason for that is because wolves want, especially without a whole lot of shooting, wolves want to be in your face. So if I'm going second, you come up the board, that makes me get my first turn charges off.
Ah, that makes sense.
So that means that I can hammer you. The alpha strike. I can hit you and take out maybe 200, 300 points of whatever that first turn, and then that puts you behind the 8-ball.
Yeah, my triple charge that middle turn where I put all the characters on the line, that did not go very well. I really was expecting that to go better. I dumped all my command points into it and did not come up with anything. I think I killed your warlord.
Mm-hmm.
That was about it.
I mean, for
The 9 wound warlords, man, that's just so tough to get through. Yeah. There's another unit that does that too, and I'm trying to remember which other army has.
Salamander's Bite Captain.
Yes, that's the one.
Because I remember that.
Yeah, a Salamander's player here who doesn't own that model anymore.
Because I remember when I played your guard, and that one model took out 4 vehicles.
Yeah, bowling for tanks is a fun side note. That's actually a lot of fun. Yeah, we'll get to see more bowling for tanks next when Mortarian starts plowing through them next week.
Nice. Yeah, so to wrap it up, we got a game tomorrow at 4 o'clock. It's the Custodians versus Space Wolves. The next week we're gonna do something with the new codex for Death Guard. So we're right at about 3 hours and 3.5 hours. So
It's a lot, but thank you
you.
guys.
Thanks.